On 3, 2, 1.
One.
And you subscribe. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, damn, I did that too soon.
I gotta get away. I gotta get away. I gotta get away. I gotta California feel. I gotta get away. I gotta get away.
Yeah.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of Native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Welcome to Paranormal Heart Podcast with host Kat Ward.
Hi, and welcome everyone to Ethereal Encounters Unveiled. Today we are broadcasting live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 on the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans.
Well, that was oops, sorry about that. I clicked myself off. That was just a little weird. California fleeing. A lot of my friends are leaving California. They're like, the hell, I'm out of this stinky place.
Yeah, that's a funny and clever song. But however, to the dude on the saxophone, get some lessons, man. You're getting some sour notes on that tenor sax there. Or is that an alto? I don't remember. I think it's a tenor.
Yeah, he hit a couple of bad ones there. Anyway, welcome to News on the Flipside. Yeah, I know. Huh? Welcome to the news. Well, no, he just missed that little segment, that twist.
Oh, and the last one at the end too was all sour. It's like some kid with a recorder and a bad cold.
Hey, now he's in pro now. Probably got paid a lot of money for that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News on the Flipside. I hope you are enjoying your Friday. I mean, for our friends on the West Coast, it's 10 p.m. Man. Ooh, getting late on a Friday night. You've been having a couple of bourbon.
10-16, my end of the planet. Yeah.
Does anybody up north drink beer? Y'all don't drink that cheap beer. Y'all drink Budweiser up there?
Oh, Budweiser? Hell no.
That's what I was thinking. You don't drink that cheap beer.
2 blocks, sir, from my house. 2 blocks. Maybe 2 blocks up and 1 block down, or half a block down. It is called the Beer Shed. Number 1. Okay, they're only open for like
I'm going to a beer shed, you assholes. Yeah, let me get a fucking beer shed.
No, they bought a house and they turned the garage into a refrigerator, and the house main floor is another refrigerator. It would walk in, we could buy 6-packs and whatnot. Fantastic place. Then directly across the street from me, 300 yards or 300 feet away, is the Rudders, which sells beer until 2 a.m. and frozen malt liquor drinks until 2 a.m. So I am quite well okay with liquor if I ever need it.
Well, see that's one of my problems is I'm not really a beer drink. Now, okay, let me rephrase that before I get people writing to me and hating on me.
Yeah,
okay.
I do craft beers now.
So when I was young, we drank beer. But we only drank beer like when we went to go tubing or piroguing or something like that. We go start a river. A pirogue's a flat bottom canoe, basically, is what it is.
Basically a North American gondola.
It's just a flat bottom. It's long like a canoe, but it's wider in the middle because it's got a flat bottom. And anyway, it's made for push pull, not really for paddling. And so you usually push pull yourself through the swamp. Yes, up there where your head can get caught up with the snakes and shit. It's it anyway. What's it, Jackie? I don't know. It's 1077 in the city.
105.3 on the Gulf Coast.
You would probably, we're in a couple of different satellite groups, and we're in a couple of different. You would probably do better streaming if you're on the highway driving. You do better streaming through your phone because the cell towers, what you streaming it would work better. Well, because on FM you're only in range for X amount of miles and you're out.
Yeah, and
if you're downtown New Orleans and you're headed this way towards where I am on the coast, then you can get us. It's nighttime, so you can get us all the way to about where I'm living right now, and then that's about it. Then you're not going to get us anymore.
I used it today driving to Harrisburg to listen to my station here. It's actually in Hagerstown, Maryland, but I'm in Pennsylvania. I can hear it. I just told my phone, play my TV, my radio station, and it's now in a few places it had to buffer when you lose a little bit of mobile networking. But I listened to my radio station for an hour and 15 minutes outside of the range, so it was fantastic.
My phone is so weird when I'm traveling. It starts updating itself. At first, it's kind of slow to update. When I get out to LA, that son of a bitch is updating LA every 15 minutes. Joe Robinson, danger, Joe Robinson. And I'm like, phone, chill. It's Los Angeles.
You're in a city that months and months ago was burning to the ground.
It still is burning to the ground. And none of that's changed. They still got all that stuff going on out there. Just the liberal media is not talking about it, but the conservative media is still, they're still talking about it. Jimmy, does it really matter? If the government don't get opened up, eventually it's going to start affecting somebody.
Well, I can tell you this much: it's going to affect me. I applied for unemployment insurance today, and I was informed that with the government down, no one's going to get paid unemployment insurance. So not only is the government not getting paid. But all those people that are unemployed at the moment who are expecting that money to buy and pay for whatever bills they can afford at that point, they're not getting it. And they're also not getting their food stamps. So they're not getting food either.
Well,
So,
the food stamps Trump did with the $1 trillion thing he's doing, he's doing this. Wait, you're breaking up. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, I was agreeing with you. The $1.5 trillion they want to give to illegal aliens for health insurance.
Well, no,
Oh,
he's
shit.
using $1 trillion of tariffs. That's what he's using to pay for the soldiers and the EBT. He's paying for both. So right now,
the lady at the EBT the food stamp place today showed me a statement that says that no one's going to get paid until the government opens up.
they were paying them. I know everybody got paid last week.
Those are maybe government people, military, but so this
No, EBT got their card. They got their money.
That's not what they're saying for Pennsylvania anyway.
I don't know. Well, EBT's not all federal though. EBT's is part state. So I mean, so is
SNAP is federal. It's distributed locally by the states, but it's a federal program.
Well, down here,
and that's turned off. So no one is getting no one who's on the federal SNAP program is getting food stamps.
Well, down here that's subsidized. Maybe that's why they're getting paid. But yeah, they were talking about it. It was just on the news yesterday. They're getting paid down here.
It's not up here. WIC and SNAP are not being paid at this moment in the state of Pennsylvania because it's a federal program that is no longer on because of what the Democrats are doing.
Oh man, you poor people in Pennsylvania. I guess because I live in a red state, they're going to go ahead and pay us, and the hell with you people in the blue states. And well, no, Pennsylvania technically isn't blue. It voted for Trump last election.
We're technically a red state, even though look, go back to the map on
purple people eaters.
Well, go back to the map when Joe Biden won, and you look at the county level map of Pennsylvania after the voting is all counted in. 72 counties in the entire state. Only five voted blue.
Yeah, but
those are five. Are we a blue state or are we a red state? I'm sorry, I think it's a red state.
Those are five idiots. Yeah, but those are five bigger ones, man. Those are big cities.
Five cities, 5 counties.
Yeah, those 5 cities got as many people as all them counties do. That's the bitch part.
But if you look at the map, it's majority rules. The majority is all the other counties are red. There are these 5 of 6 other counties should be overruled by the other red counties. It's a lopsided system.
What the hell? Is
either county lines need to be redrawn so it's more even.
Well, the Supreme Court just said they can't change anything based on race anymore. So that's going to be interesting how this all works out.
Yeah, that'll be funny how they do that.
Oh man, I'm in deep space.
That's a good question, Joe Fox. Let me find that out for you. Joe wants to know is Social Security office open? Let's find out. Hey, Google, are the Social Security office is currently open?
I don't know the answer to that specific question, but according to SSA.gov, important information about the federal government shutdown. Due to the federal government shutdown, Social Security offices are open with reduced services.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was still open.
Shocking. There you go, Joe. Limited services.
I didn't understand.
Hey, Google, shut up.
Okay. All right. Where is none? There it is. Okay. Sorry, guys. I've been playing with other stuff. There we go.
The aliens dropped you back. That's excellent.
Very strange thing. I don't know. There's been so much crap going on, and Trump's steadily just winning, and the Democrats are steadily just crying. Yeah, James, later on we're going to play some Hakeem Jeffries with his
oh God.
Yeah. And then not right now, but
he should change his first name from Hakeem to Extreme. Because he sure does whine a lot. What a freaking baby.
He is kind of whiny. I mean, when it comes right down to it, it is kind of.
You hear him attack the what's her name? The cute little blonde White House spokes lady.
Oh, now Carolyn. I can't think of her last name. Miss Carolyn. She said she will kick you in the balls. You better watch messing around.
Oh, she kicked him in the video balls.
Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hey,
on
John,
Fox
see you,
just about 20 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago,
Ooh.
maybe even an hour ago. It's been a while, but yet she laid into his ass.
Well,
hey, Mark.
Well, you know what? I was actually looking for that, and I got myself sidetracked. Let me see if I can find it right quick. It's let me see.
Yeah, it's Caroline Levitt.
So Azalja bow bow be bow be be. Is that how you say that? Hold on, let me find this. Let's see. There I am. There's Jose right there. Let's see, where is this? Okay, President Donald Trump, the president of peace. So in 7 months, he did 7 wars.
8 months.
No, 7 months for these wars. We're not counting this last thing.
Oh yeah, 7.5. Yeah.
So he's 7 months to get to there, and then we got in the 8th month we get to talk about the hostage thing and the peace with Israel and Hamas. But besides that, that's not what we're talking about right now. That's separate from this. So 7 months, 7 wars, 7 months. So the first war was Cambodia and Thailand. He ended it. Adios amigos. Kosovo
on that.
Yeah, Kosovo and Serbia.
I didn't even know that was a thing. You know?
I know.
It's like, when did that happen?
DRC and Rwanda.
Oh yeah, that we heard about.
Pakistan and India. Israel and Iran. Egypt and Ethiopia. Egypt, I love you, Egypt, but were you picking on Ethiopia? I mean, come on. The people can't.
Yeah, them. Come on, they
give me a break.
Mussolini's ass in World War II. Why would you even think of attacking them?
And then Armenia and Azerbaijan, something
Azerbaijan?
Like that. Yeah, that's
Azerbaijan and Armenia. Why? What? I never even heard of those.
I know, but those are 7 wars. They're done. They're done and over with. Now there's peace. Let there be peace, brother. So there's peace now. Looks like now Jay and I agreed to do 0.5 instead of 8 because it looks like maybe kind of sort of fucking maybe a little bit chance of peace in the Middle East.
We're halfway there. I did the doomsday thing on you before the show, and it's like, look,
he's doomsday.
They're waffling right now.
John, where are you when I need you, brother?
Yeah, I tried to goad him into coming on tonight, but he's got some stuff going on. He can't be here. But we're thinking about you, Sean. You know, I know you're watching. I see you over there. He's watching. But yeah, they're waffling on the hostage thing now. They got almost everything that they could get out to us, but I think there's an additional 19 cadavers that Israel is looking for, and Hamas is saying that they can't get to them without specialized equipment and special tools.
Okay.
Special equipment to find the people, the cadavers, and then there's obviously the special tools to unbury them.
Okay.
But they also just got an influx of 2,000 more troops that were let go. I mean, why we're giving back terrorists to terrorists?
But you
for
know
dead
what?
bodies. I don't know how is this a good deal even for Israel? And to let 2,000.
Well, it's a good deal for Israel.
You hate them out. It's just,
yeah, but it's a good deal for Israel to get them out of the jail. So what is Israel going to do with them? They can't keep them.
Well, it is a cost on the Israeli people to keep those criminals alive. I wouldn't, want to just execute them while you had them, but that's just my end of the thing.
It's probably what needs to be done, but they're not going to because the world to get outraged. Hey, Haiti. It's they don't want to get the world all outraged. What's that, Jimmy? There's been a lot of weird stuff going on. We're gonna get into some of that in a little while. Right now, I am playing with something. So Antifa is going to be a terrorist organization, I guess now. So if you're an Antifa member, Antifa people, if you're an Antifa member, be careful because you are going to be treated as a terrorist organization now, which means you can go to jail for a long time for just being affiliated with the group. Well, if the Democrats take over in 2028, then some of this stuff might get repealed, but I don't know. By then, Trump may have put 100,000 people in there.
Democrats are taking over anything in any of the next 5 or 6 elections from now. I think they're done, to be honest with you. And if they don't, if they don't go bankrupt and redefine their party. I think the next president's going to come in and say, look, you have 30 days to break your party into 2 parties, and then we're going to add 3 parties officially to the voting register. Bam. And I wouldn't be surprised if Vance is the one that does that, because I think he's going to win next election.
Oh, Vance, he's a pussy. Man, come on with this Vance shit.
He is right now, because he's letting guys like Stefan Poupalopoulos send quick barbs.
Literally, my Chihuahua has more balls than he does, man, and she don't even have balls. I mean, come on with this. You just like to he's doomsday people. What can I say?
I think he's right now. You got to admit, if we were to look his polls up right now, if we were to,
he's favored right now. He's
$5. He's favored right now.
He's favored over everybody, including the Democrat people. He's up
pretty good, dude.
He's up at 28% above everybody right now, or 26. I don't know, somewhere up there is where he's at.
He's like 30% in favor of almost any other presidential candidate of any party. Right at this moment, unless he does something extremely stupid or gets into a fist fight with Stephen Poupalopoulos on ABC live on television, I don't think he's going to lose any elections coming up.
Gruesome News Scum is favored in the Democratic Party right now for the Democratic seat, and with AOC running right, like tickling his asshole.
He's the only one that is capable of lying directly to the constituents of his state and getting away with it, and they all think he's speaking gospel and the truth. And I think that's the only reason why the Democratic people like him, is because he can get their illegal programs through Congress faster if he's in charge of the presidency.
Whoops! Stop thing! Stop! Sorry. I put something on my screen and it decided to go ape, whatever. We're gonna play. Now we're not gonna play this whole clip. This is
watch porn sites there, buddy.
Yeah. This is porn, all right. I don't know if a guy would like you calling him porn, but hey, you know, we're gonna pop this link up in a minute, and this seems to be an older link, but this has to do with Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, the laptop, and some other little incidents. Now we're not going to play all of it, just some of it, because there was some new evidence that's come out in the last couple of days that suggests that the Biden, well, we'll call it the Biden Foundation, was into much deeper stuff than any of us realized. So,
you mean trafficking children under the age for sex parties?
I think he was Epstein's boss, man. Said, look, dude, this is what we want.
Or his controller.
This is who you need to get. This is the person you want to get. Let's see if it'll play this way. If I got it this way, hold on.
You want me to pop it up for you?
Yeah, go ahead, pop it up. Is it full screen pop up when it comes up?
It appears to be, but it's like on landscape mode.
All right. Well, I'm good. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hit play. Let me see.
And Kristen, Glenn Kessler from the Washington Post had a fact check about Joe Biden from earlier this month. Noting that Hunter Biden admitted in court in July that he was in fact paid substantial sums from Chinese companies. Kessler wrote, really? Hunter Biden reported nearly $2.4 million in income in 2017 and $2.2 million in income in 2018, most of which came from Chinese or Ukrainian interests. But this directly goes against what Joe Biden said in the debate in 2020 with Donald Trump. Take a listen.
My son has not made money in terms of this thing
My
about.
son did not have
what are you
sex
talking
with
about?
that
China.
cocaine.
Would you not have that, President? He made a fortune in Ukraine, in China, in Moscow.
That is simply
and various
not
other places.
Cocaine with Clinton.
So it's from two different debates, but
right.
Trump was right. I mean, he did make a fortune from China, and Joe Biden was wrong.
All right, that's enough. Trump is always right about this. Every time he says it, he must have some inside knowledge on it. But we all knew that Hunter Biden was knee deep in the Chinese pocket and also in Ukraine. That's why we're giving so much money to Ukraine today. It's because they got something over the head of the current president of the United States and his family. There ain't nowhere in the world you're denying loan guarantees and getting rid of prosecutors on camera. Joe Biden, in order to leverage the end of an investigation into a company that your son is on the board of, don't know the language, don't have any experience.
That was just something we wanted to take a look at.
Wow, it was a bit of a rant, but I heard that briefly this week. I mean, the implications are that we might have not one, not two, but potentially three presidents and presidential candidates going to court and or possibly prison.
Well,
I mean, if this gets any deeper, you don't think they're going to come after Biden, Obama, Clinton, and then Hillary? I would not be surprised one bit if they don't come after all three of those ex-presidents.
First, they got to see if they're going to get Comey on these trumped up little baby charges they put on him, which that was the best you could get on him. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but then again, at the same time, they got what's his face, Compton or whatever his name is, the guy that got indicted this afternoon in Greenbelt.
Oh, Bolton, yeah.
Yeah, Bolton. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
John Bolton.
He's probably going to jail. There was somebody else.
Yeah, he probably is.
They got somebody else they got. Comey may, if he perjures himself in front of Congress, he's looking at 5 to 10 years. But
yeah, he's gone.
But if he gets a friendly judge, maybe not, maybe just slap on the ass. What's her name in New York?
Well, if he's lucky and he goes to prison, he only gets a slap on the ass.
Yeah. What's her name in New York? Letitia James. She's in a little more trouble than she thought she was, because I guess they found some more property or something. Somebody else is up on charges for that same thing. They're also been indicted. It's get to the point where the Democrats are just starting to fall in place, and now they're getting, they haven't even got to the juicy stuff yet. Any of the stuff that Tulsi Gabbard or Kash Patel was telling us about Obama, Comey, Brennan, and whatever his name is. I can't think of his name right now, but it's that's the good stuff. I mean, so the real question is, if it looks like Comey might get 10 or 15 years, he might decide to roll. Will he roll on Obama? Probably not. Maybe so. Maybe he won't roll on Obama, but maybe he'll roll on Brennan. And then Brennan would be looking at, 15 to 20. Maybe he would roll on Obama. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll throw himself on this sword like Ollie North did for Reagan. I mean, really, we looked at her that night. Ollie didn't get in much trouble. And then he
how long was he in jail for? Not long. I mean,
it was like no time at all. I mean, we were both kind of stunned. We were like, "Wow, really? Okay."
Yeah, I think the only time he was in jail or prison was before and during the trial, and then immediately after, I think he was let out. I mean, that stands up to literally a slap on the wrist.
So, are you asking us? Are we happy with what Trump's doing? So, wait. Okay, no, I can understand what you mean. You have to put 5,000 miles of text. So basically, she wants to know if this is what we voted for. Is this what we expected from Trump? Well, for me, and I can only answer for me, I have to say no, but not in a bad way. Frankly, I didn't think he'd get this fucking much done this fucking fast. I'm stunned. I'm not even a Trump supporter, and I'm stunned. I'm like, what the fuck just happened here?
The amount of accomplishments in 8 months is astonishing.
Yeah, absolutely. 7.5 wars. So look, people, this is so. We'll do some numbers just to irritate y'all, because we always like to do numbers on this show. So the original estimate of what he was bringing into the country when he did the speech in Alabama, which I believe was 3 months ago, $16 trillion. $16 trillion. Currently, that is sitting at $22.5 trillion. That's new manufacturing coming in the United States. So, two problems. One, it's going to be rushed, and Trump wants to get all this stuff up and going before he leaves, so it's going to be in a rush. Biggest problem is his labor force. One, he's kicking them out of the country. So, people, y'all pretty soon will have to. You can start asking for more money, but we're going to need labor for other kind of manufacturing. So we're going to be looking to bring people in legally. We might speed up the program to bring people in legal. This is more like skilled labor, like those 400 South Koreans in Alabama that they busted for being at the plant. Georgia just keep getting them out of trouble. I don't know what Georgia's doing, but Georgia's getting them out of trouble. Yeah. So things like that, there'll probably be ways to get around. Well, no, if you came here illegally, I mean, if you just walked in the country and you've been here, what do you mean? If you've been here longer than 10 years, you should get to stay? No, fuck you. I think you've been here longer than 10 years, you should be put in jail and have to pay back anything you've got off of our country for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Because that's money you took away from an American citizen or from an alien trying to get you legally.
Or also, it could be a slot in a job, particularly a niche job or a job with a particular skill set that an American that had that same skill wasn't able to have because you occupied it illegally.
Yeah.
Think about that.
There's going to be a lot of people trying to get into the country because there's going to be a lot of money coming into the country, and then Trump's got between $1 and $5 trillion that's going to come between the tariffs and Doge. So right now he's currently thinking about giving out between $1,000 and $2,000 to everybody in the United States who's eligible. Means you have to be a legal citizen. No, he didn't say per family. He said per person.
Well, wasn't it also? I don't know about this one that they're talking about, the Doge thing, but the one that came out during the COVID times, I believe you had to have filed consecutive IRS tax form for at least 5 years or something like that.
Didn't have to at all.
No? Okay.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that would be discriminating against people who can't afford to pay their taxes.
Or people weren't actually working steadily, even if it was 5 different jobs. I mean,
yeah,
if you're an unemployable, why should you get a part of the kitty?
No, I mean, if you've been working, but you've been making substandard money.
Joe Fox says gold and silver through the roof. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, it is. That's because BTC and the stock market is down. BCT's down pretty good. It was at 22,000.
Sounds like the stock market might also be moving to Dallas, Texas. Or is it Houston? Which one's building it? Is it Houston or Dallas? One of those cities is building.
I don't remember now. But I do. So they've been approved for this, by the way, and for the new stock market. And they're going to bring in stocks. And then they're going to just start luring away stuff from New York. But New York's got a lot of prestige that Dallas or Houston doesn't have. Maybe they should have sent it to Miami.
New York Stock Exchange has been on the market, been around for over 100 years, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Well, Joe, why? BTC was doing good up until like 2 days ago.
BTC, Bitcoin?
Yeah, Bitcoin, yeah.
I don't know why anyone is even at all in on the crypto craze. Quite frankly, I don't think any of it is backed by any kind of real, actual hard currency. So if all of a sudden the servers go blank, anyone who had money in that is gone. If their money, it's it. Then there's no recovery because there's nothing to back it up. Joe Fox says gold and silver through the roof. If you got gold and silver, sit on it, and if you can, buy more and sit on that. Wait till it gets to a higher rate and then sell.
So Doomsday J over there telling us, so people, if you've got Bitcoin, I know if you've got
electronic money is stupid. I mean, it's probably it's probably the future.
You can keep it,
but let's
keep it on a thumb drive, though, Jay. You don't have. So get this, you can keep it on a thumb drive, so it can't be hacked. There's no way to get to it.
Or RFIDs can hack them.
You can't hack a thumb drive. It's in my pocket. What you gonna do? Hack my pocket?
RFIDs, yes, RFID can get in on it. They can.
No, man. Not with them little cases they come with today. Ain't nothing getting in them damn things. See, look, let me. Oh, I can't reach that. I get it, but I got one plugged in there right now with the metal case on. You ain't getting it.
Yeah, well, I know. I have one that looks like Darth Vader. Yeah, I know what they look like.
And then I got, the little box I keep them in, you couldn't get into anyway. It's got all kind of signal proof things. It's its own little Faraday cage, basically. But anyway, you just keep them like that. And so now the world has changed. So like you're in Vegas, you pull out your little chip, stick it in the ATM, poof, you're typing how much money you want, poof, it takes it off your thing. You put your thing back in your pocket. It's like a credit card almost. And it gives you your money.
Same thing. You put your thumb on a keypad and say some sort of, password.
It gives you your money just like you do anything else. And get this, in Dubai, you can get Bitcoin for it, but you can also get gold, 24 karat and 18 karat, out of an ATM machine. The hell, man? We're living in the wrong world, people.
Well, if you go to Japan, you can get. If I'm not incorrect, you can go to Japan and out of vending machines, you can get beer, like a can of beer.
You should be able to get beer down here out of it.
You can get cake. They have ones that like it's like an actual slice of cake, and then you can go to one that has eggs in it. They have hard boiled eggs and they have raw eggs, so you can like get a raw egg out of a vending machine and take it home and cook it.
And most of the barracks and tech schools, in the barracks, they usually have like a Coke machine, a snack machine, a beer machine for the people in the barracks. And the beer machines do well. I mean, back then it was only like 35 cents a beer, man. When I was in the Navy, literally, it was like 35 cents a beer. I can only imagine like probably $3 a beer now. It's
well, I mean, you think about it, a regular size can, 12-ounce can machine holds about, I do believe 6 or 7 cases of beverages, 3 or 4 or 5, 6 different flavors. But think about it. If you fill every slot, then 6 cases of beer in a bunker, or I'm sorry, in a place where there's soldiers. Yeah, that thing's going to be empty as soon as they fill it. I guarantee it's emptied by the end of the week.
Yeah. Well, in the old days, you could just reach your hand up there and pull one down.
I remember that. You had to have a really long, skinny arm, and there was only ever like one kid in a group of like 5.
Oh no, man! Down here,
5 of us had that skill, and in our group of 4 or 5 friends, that was my brother could do that shit. He'd reach up there and boom, he'd pull down a Coke or
we pulled them down all
flavor soda he could get his hands on.
we pull them down all the time, and then every now and then. Out by the lakefront, they had the beer machine. You pull it down with the cans. Like if you were pulling Jacks or Dixie, they were in hard cans, so they pull easy. But every now and then, one of them ones had a aluminum can would bust in the center when you were trying to pull it out. Fucking beer come squirting all over you, all down your arm, all up in your face. Coke cans would do that sometimes too. I was like, man, we used to, and then we figured out how to get stuff out of candy machines. We were little hoodlums, man. What are you talking about, Jackie?
We figured out one time.
Border mainly.
My brother and I and the 2 brothers up the street from us, we figured out while we were playing with, remember those bottle rockets? You fill them with water. It had like a line. It was a red cone, and you filled that up with that much water. Then you put it on this pump, until your arms couldn't go anymore. And then you go, and it would launch, above the house and then come down and crash into the ground. Well, we figured out you could do that with Coca-Cola cans as well. We didn't have any Coca-Cola because we were kids and we were like 9, 10, 11. We couldn't even drive. So we went to our 2 friends, the Feldmans, went into their mom's laundry room and took, I think it was 4 or 5 cases of Tab, which is obviously the worst soda ever produced. But we shook them up, and then we'd throw them into their driveway, and they would go, and they would, same thing. They would shoot above, higher than the houses, and then come down and bounce. So we were having a blast with them until we got caught.
Spreading them germs in a Tab all around showing you, man. You probably gave them tons of dog cancer and shit.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Chris, no. Anyway, hold on. I'll pull that up right now. I'm glad you sent me that. Give me a second. I was actually reading it a few minutes ago, but where's it at? Okay, so this is
the worst soda ever.
It is nasty. It's so there's been mass group. So this is a particular incident. Mass group intimidates family outside of home for 12 minutes. Police say so. They're like all masked up and all hanging out.
Let me see if we know what group was there. I mean, what does that mean by group? Is it
a group of people?
Like the neighborhood, like watch comes by and like knocks on some door? Or is it like just a mob of idiots?
No, that's what it was. Just a mob of idiots. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can put it on here. They're all dressed up in there. Let's see.
Oh yeah, if you get it up in the studio, I'll pop it in the.
Pop it on. Yeah, pop it on the screen.
Boop. It's on. Oh my God, you're kidding.
Yeah, there they are. So this.
Act like you're serious. Act like you're serious.
Hello. Open the fucking door, people.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Oh, I'd have a freaking handgun in my hand.
Well, there's somebody else is coming out.
Oh, there's more idiots coming along. It's not even Halloween yet, you moron.
Open up the door.
How about I open up your chest with a 12-gauge blast? Boom. Get off my porch.
Official site.
I don't know. That was.
Explore the site builder. That's
built for speed. Skip the ad. Get off that.
And were the people home, or are they just terrorizing a doorbell?
Who is it?
No, who is
Open
it?
up the door before we make our way inside.
Wow.
Open up the door. Father, we will make our way in somewhere in this house. From the back or the front, it don't matter how it takes. Open the door. Open the door.
Wow, that's scary.
Chihuahua, I was like, see right there. People, don't ever do that to my house, people. I'm just warning y'all. Unless it's Halloween, you best just hope no. And look, they look like they're just going on to the next house.
And then they went to the next house. Is that what you're saying?
So it looked like there's one guy standing between the car and the van. I don't know if that car taillight's lit up or something reflecting. But there's somebody, yeah, to get some lights on in the car too. They might have just went to the car. I thought they went next door. It looks like maybe they went in the car.
Jesus.
Yes, well. I'd have been 911 and somebody. What is this?
Cox Business
wait, is
Fiber
this what this
Internet
is? Another
delivers
one of
upload
these?
speeds just as fast as your download.
Boom, 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 boom. Just shoots the dude. Son of a bitch. I'd be like, you dying, motherfucker. I'd had more than hanging out the window.
Yeah.
Woman who worked
I
at
don't
school
have
in Swansea
one
has
named
died after police say a student
Martha, but I
kicked
do
her
have
in
a
the
style.
chest. We learned of the woman's death yesterday. She was.
There's a lot of stuff on here.
Today on Media Miss Minute, Democrats have.
Democrats can.
And our world lead right now on a U.S.
Okay, well, anyway, we're going to
Woman
drop
who
this.
worked at a school in Swansea has died.
There it is. Get out of there. There's a couple of things. Oh, wait. Well, then we might as well play this one. Well, we're going to go
I just saw this. Yeah, Joe Fox. I remember cigarettes in vending machines at $1.25.
Yeah, they were 75 cents the first time I seen them.
Remember 75 cents also. Well, but that's when I could first buy them, they were $1.25 out of the cigarette machines. But if you went to the store, they were $1.
They put me in the room.
You saved 21 cents if you went to the 7-Eleven.
Put that up in the room. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah,
put it up in the room.
Hang on. There, it's there. Hit the
okay.
Hit the expansion button, and you'll get it bigger.
No, James, we gotta go. This is a shooting at the airport, I believe.
The intrusion at mall security did not go very well.
We're gonna go. Jay, you know what? Pull up a song because we're gonna be going to break when we come back from this anyway.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. I did.
Yeah. So when we so yeah, once this is done, just pop up the song. Yeah. So this is gonna be the last time you hear from us for probably about 12 minutes or so. Or if we do some promos, who knows for sure. But there's a lot of stuff we got to get into. We can kind of be going a little slow in the beginning, but there's just a lot of stuff to get into.
There's a lot happening in the world today.
I wanted to get some of these links out of the way early on. So anyway, guys and girls, enjoy. Let us know what you think when we come back from the break. Go get some coffee. Whoever wrote that, you're Hunter Biden Jr. You're going to do your snow. It's snowing where you live. Shame on you is all I got to say.
A plane that was about to take off.
Tower Delta 1505, there was a man running down the runway.
He ran around the airport and managed to get onto the runway without anyone trying to stop him.
Still 2348, a guy on foot?
Yeah, might be the guy you're looking for.
He thought that he could still enter the plane and make it to his flight. But his desperation only led him to the biggest tragedy of not only his life, but also the lives of the people who loved him the most.
The police came and knocked on our door at 1 o'clock at night to give us the news that
no parents ever want to hear.
It's heartbreaking how the first day of 2024 became the last day of this man's life. And some of you will think that he acted irresponsibly. But once you know the reason, you will really change your mind. These are the final hours of the man who chased a moving plane, Kyler Effinger, who had...
Well, dude, you can't run on a tarmac, period. Sorry. Hate to see you get killed over something dumb like that, but
now, was he shot by airport security, or was he killed by the airplane or the jet exhaust or something?
No, he's probably killed by security. Once you get on a tarmac, it's all fair. They can shoot you, especially if you've been asked to stop and you keep running. They can definitely shoot you because they don't know if you're carrying a bomb or something.
Yeah, and he didn't. He had his shoes in his hand, so. Hello, shoe bomber.
Jimmy. No, Trump. I think Trump said no on the tomahawks. At least that's what I had seen earlier. He said no tomahawks.
He didn't take them off the table, but he said right now we need them.
Yes,
so,
I think
there is implications of a deal perhaps down the road if this attempt at ceasefire and a negotiating table between Russia and Ukraine fails in the next few weeks, then I would imagine tomahawks will be put back on the table, and we likely would trade them in an arms deal. We're not going to give them away; we're going to sell them, and so we will sell them to Ukraine, and they will sell to us some of their advanced attack drones.
Yeah.
Bada boom, bada bing. It's not a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. David Muir, we don't care what's going on, dude. If it's something bad, I feel for you, but we don't really care. Houthi Chief of Staff Mohammed Adib, what? Al Kareem Al. People with these mile-long names. I mean, come on. This isn't Dune, people. I mean, really, get a grip on these names. Oh, he's been killed. Well, guess what? I'm glad to hear that. Well, I guess that's like the Charlie Kirk thing, huh? If you're a Muslim, offended, we so fuck off. How's that? I think he got what he deserved, bastard. He probably killed all kinds of people in his day. I think so. So, what do y'all think? What do you think the average medium income in the United States is today? What do you
average medium income? I'd say probably 35,000.
Oh God, no! It's way higher than that.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, geez, I wish I was making that
money. Ask. Oh, you know what? Ask Google, because I was on with Alexa and and Apple today, and they said it was 62,000. So ask Google what it is.
Hey Google, what's the average medium income in the United States?
39,982 United States dollars, 2023.
2023.
Oh, okay, that's 2023. But so that's the number I gave. It was around 32 or 35. So that's if it's doubled. If it's doubled, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't.
Well, so I was. Well, no, I was a little confused when I heard it, because last I had heard it was last year. It was around 50. It was right around 50,000. And down here, where I live in Bumhill, Mississippi, it's like 45 or something. So the national average has got to be higher. What's that, Jimmy? What are you talking about? You mean, no, we'll talk about that later. You're talking about if an American carrier attacked an American carrier. It'd be hell to pay.
Yeah, look, an American aircraft carrier, even on a low danger mission, is going to have a flotilla of about 15 to 20 more boats floating around it. So in order to attack it directly, the best means is by air, which is stupid because they usually have an umbrella of airplanes flying above it just for an occasion like some idiot coming by to try to attack it. So unless you have your own, let's just say, aircraft flotilla, you're not going to take any of our aircraft carriers down. I don't care who you are right now. I've studied the U.S. Navy. I know our assets. I know the weapons we got. I know the personnel we have on it. One of my best friends in the whole world right now, ex-Navy, Mr. Joe Montaldo. Look, our Navy is It's from 1775. It's a year older than the actual country itself. We can't even call it the U.S. Navy until a year after we started it. They kick ass. You ain't getting any of our carriers. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care what you throw at it. You're not going to get one. This isn't World War II, and we ain't Japan. Sorry. We have the most advanced aircraft and the most advanced aircraft carriers on the planet, hands down. Sorry.
Jessica. You know what? I can't think of the country right now. All I remember was an army colonel seized power. It was a military coup. The president's fleeing to hide. And I remember reading that earlier today, and I remember seeing it on the news yesterday. But for some reason, I cannot. Madagascar, I think, is where it's at. Actually, let me think for a second. Yeah, it is.
There was something similar today in China. Apparently, China is, divesting itself of all of its top generals for some kind of treasonous, anti-state statement or something.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why. So a while back, there was about 2 years ago, there was an admiral living in the UK. He had left China. He was an admiral. He was a big admiral way up there. He had left, and about a year later, a general left. But anyway, they had interviewed the admiral, and he said, the communist part of the government is getting too ambitious and not realizing the fatal mistake Japan made with fucking around with America. He said, they just don't understand that first off, you're not just going to be fighting America. He said they thought they could sweep Europe with Russia's help. They could sweep Europe pretty quickly. They could to an extent until we started bombing the living shit out of them.
Europe is the size of New England. I mean, if you look at the map, New England, Europe is a very, very small territory.
Yeah, but it's pretty big. I watch. I mean, it's bigger than most people think because it's about the size of it's about the size of the continental U.S. But it's but that's all of its countries put together.
Yeah,
and because
they got England in there too. Yes,
they got a map these Brits put up on what countries fit where next to what states in the United States, and I think Britain ranked like 10th or 10th biggest state or something. They were the same size. Well, Chris, one of the reasons U.S. is so big is because of Alaska.
Yeah, well, we have some of the largest territory on the planet. I mean, almost all of North America.
Yeah,
we only
we're
share
third.
With Canada.
Yeah, we're third. Russia's first, Canada's second, and we're third. That's the largest land mass, not population wise, but land mass. And as far as population, we might be third in that too, because it's China, India, and the United States, I believe.
And as far as the risk board game is concerned, we are sitting on the easiest continent to defend because there are only 3 entry points: Alaska, New England, it's Canada, and Florida. The only ways to get in. Florida, not Florida, Mexico. But we do have to go to break, or are we not going to break? So
go ahead for break. But before we go, hold on one second. Let me see if I can find this right quick. So Russia wants America to build a peace bridge between us and them in Alaska.
Yeah, I heard that. Come on, no.
We'll talk more about that when we come back. I'm not even sure how they could do it, but there's a couple of some islands up there and stuff. I don't know what the actual size. I mean, we got a bridge down here that's 25 miles continuous. So I know it can be done. Anyway, take us to break, Jay. We'll be back in a little while, people. I need a snack.
All right, let's. This is Commander Cody and the Lost Planet Airmen. Hot rod.
Yeah, Rod Lincoln. Yeah. Oh, next you want to hit on it. You're on break.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of Native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Have you ever felt you weren't alone? Something in the shadows, a light in the sky, a creature no one believes you saw? Welcome to Paranormal Heart Podcast, where ghosts, cryptids, UFOs, aliens, and the unknown aren't just stories. They're real encounters. Join me, Kat Ward, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern on the United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM, New Orleans, and 105.3 the Gulf Coast. UPRNTalkRadio.com, YouTube, and wherever you find your favorite podcast.
Hi, and welcome everyone to Ethereal Encounters Unveiled. Today we are broadcasting live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 on the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
Go Trump, go. Who said go Trump? Who the hell said that? Willis, did you say that, Willis?
This is the United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM in New Orleans and 105.3 in the Gulf Coast. UPRNTalkRadio.com. Esoteric programming at its finest.
Our symbol, the trident, gifted to us by the priests of Troy Xenos centuries ago when one of the first monster hunting teams out of Corinth battled a contingent of Vrykula that had infested their temple. After the victory over the monsters, the head priest declared, "You are three lances acting as one, not unlike Poseidon's mighty trident of light. That would become our name, the Trident of Light, for the good we did and still do against the dark evils of this world."
Available at Amazon Books.
Guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bull. Not even black people want to vote for us. Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bull. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too. Look, guys.
And Mr. President, the next time you have something to say about me.
Oh, yeah,
Think of something tough. Think of something tough. Don't think of something tough. Cop out through a racist and fake AI video. When I'm back in the Oval Office, say it to my face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Maxine Waters. Tell him, Maxine. And now play with Trump balls under that Maxine.
And Mr. President, the next time you have something to say about me.
Oh, yeah.
Think of something tough. Think of something tough. Don't think of something tough. Cop out
tough, man.
through a racist and fake AI video.
So Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries and the congressional Democrats are holding the entire federal government hostage. I will tell you, a lot of Democrats want to get this thing open too. They do. They're calling us and they just want to get it open. And
President Trump did say yesterday that he wants to, quote, fix the ACA subsidies. Is that an opening?
Well,
they warned us this day might come.
Whatever Trump had to do this.
President Trump and the White House ending conflicts that are killing millions of people around the world.
What's fascinating is watching people's reaction where they don't want to reluctantly give him credit for it.
What have Democrats accomplished in the last 9 months? A government shutdown.
It's not just this.
This video will go down in history as one of the best presidential debate moments of all time.
Mr. Trump.
What the hell? You guys like 6 minutes. Wait, we gotta watch this now. Oh, the Russian jet, by the way. Good Navy pilots.
No, you know this about California. Come on.
No, I don't.
Well,
no, I don't. Who the hell is he talking to?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, God. I never heard that California is overtaxed.
You can choose to raid the caravan, or you can choose to...
Here, let's watch this because it's so funny.
So why should Trump be impeached?
Because he's lied 1,000 times on record.
What does he lie about?
You know what, Jay? Maybe we should do like a version of Science Fiction 3000 on here.
Yeah, I have an idea about that. We watch a UFO documentary and just like debunk the shit out of it or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, on these, we're watching these as we go through. Let me take them down for a minute, but we'll watch these as we're going through, so you can comment them as we're going. It's it's kind of how it worked out. But what's it, Jesse?
Well, but I actually no. It's that to your point though. That last one there, they do a lot of that kind of stuff. They put people on the spot. You know, what is he lying about? They're all like, oh, and they can't come up with anything. They did the same thing, and this one, I don't like this one. This one's really strange. It just shows how just uneducated people are all over the political arena in the first place. So after Obama's first election on the exit, before he was declared the winner, they were still voting. They were doing exit polls. You know, the video news stations were doing this. They've done it for centuries since I was a kid. It's that one thing you see on the news all the time is the local reporter. Who'd you vote for? Why? Well, this one reporter, and I forget who it was interviewing. When they got an Obama voter, he said, "Oh, well, what do you think about this thing that Mitt Romney did?" But they played it off that they said, Obama did this thing, but really it was Mitt Romney who did it. And every Obama voter is like, oh, that was a wonderful thing he did. I'm so glad he did that. And then the guy would be like, well, Mitt Romney did that. And they're like, oh, so why would you vote for Obama if he didn't do that? So the
Mitt Romney and
scary.
Obama were a lot
It
alike.
really is. Huh?
Well, they were a lot alike, Mitt Romney and Obama, especially towards the end. They got a lot alike. And even though Mitt was polling ahead at the end, here came Hurricane Sandy and Fat Boy Krispy Kreme, and yep.
Oh yeah.
And we see who became the next president. Well, Krispy Kreme, came out on Obama's side. So, oh yeah, it wouldn't be for him. Our people would have starved, man. We'd have drowned. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, well, he gave him a good blowjob on air. He's, that was pretty much it.
Well, no, but I think also there was a lot of propaganda behind Obama. And then some of the same things, those exit, maybe not necessarily exit polls, but other reporters asking people about Obama, and they always would say, "Oh, he's a great senator." He was senator for what, a year and a half, 2 years, or 5
Obama?
months?
No, I think.
Yeah.
So
hey, Google, how long was
I think
Obama?
It was like 7 months,
senator
no
of,
vote.
Chicago.
He was, I think he was a junior senator. He didn't even vote, I don't think.
A member of the Democratic Party, he was the first African-American president. Obama previously served as a U.S. Senator representing Illinois from 2005 to 2008 and as an Illinois state senator from 1997 to 2004.
It doesn't sound right.
2008, yeah, well, that's 3 years. That's half his term
Thanks
as a
for letting me
senator.
know.
So.
Please let me know next time you notice something off about me.
Well, I'll have to
You're
check
welcome.
it. I know. They've gotten very weird. Alexa's gotten very weird now. She's all, oh, hi, Joe. Can I give you a blowjob, Joe? How you doing? I'm like, Jesus, Alexa.
Mine starts doing that. I will unplug every mother blanking one of them off the wall and toss them in the toilet until they.
She's gotten very personal. I mean, no, really.
Wow.
She's gotten very personal. It's very weird.
Well, I don't have. Which one is Siri? Is Siri the one for Prime?
Siri is Siri is
Amazon.
It's not Amazon. It's Apple.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Apple Siri.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. They used to have Cortana or something like that. I'm probably saying it wrong, but that was Microsoft, but I don't think they have it anymore. But really, there's Google, there's Alexa, and there's Siri. Now, if my pad,
that's right. Alexa is Prime. Alexa is Amazon.
Yeah, Alexa is Amazon. Yeah, if Siri was in here with me, every time I said the word Siri, she would ask me what is going on. What do you want, Joe? Hi, Joe. And now Alexa,
mine I have to say a key phrase. It's either "Hey" or what's the other one?
And she gets cheeky now. Alexa does. They've got some new AI program with new voices and stuff.
There's two ways for me to activate Google. One is I start with "Hey" and then I say the word, or what is the other one? I can't remember the other one. There's two ways to make Google open up. It's "Hey" and then what else?
I don't know. On mine, I just say Alexa. I think there's probably other ways. You can set it to go on a lot of different things. Matter of fact, you can set like Alexa to come on a certain word and actually have a welcoming. Like you could say, "Hey Alexa," when you hear hello, you say, "Well, hello, fucking asshole. How are you doing?" Just to irritate whoever's in your house.
I don't have that with Google. Google doesn't have that portability to it yet. But Alexa, I'm pretty sure they have like a Star Trek theme where you can tell it to set red alert throughout the ship. You can say you can have it instead of saying "Hey Alexa," you can have it say "Hey computer." You can say "Hey computer" to activate it. I can't do that with Google. I can't change the opening command.
Alexa gets pissy when I tell it to say "Hello, Master." She don't like calling me Master. She gets cranky about it. So then I have to get my pad out and go into Amazon and go, and then it says, "Hello, Master. How are you today? Are you having a good day, Master?" That's right. It's Master. James Brown, the ugly clown. What the hell is that? Oh, you mean Harris's? Oh, okay. No, I thought you meant the singer. You meant Harris's lawyer boyfriend. I know. Okay, I got you. When I was reading it, I assumed the singer, James Brown. Yeah.
How did the coffee flavored rice taste, Heidi? That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Ooh, that just sounds caca nasty.
No, she spilled her. I think she had coffee. She spilled it on her phone, so she had to put the phone in rice. But I'm like, I don't think that sounds yummy.
Okay.
Coffee flavored rice.
Number one rule to anything. Okay, I'm gonna teach y'all a valuable lesson from a contractor who does retrieval work and restoration work after hurricanes and fires. Okay, so there's always a lot of water with both of these. So, rule number one about computers, phones, or anything, they can get as wet as they want. As long as the power wasn't on when they get wet, it doesn't matter. Okay, just let them dry out and they'll work just like they did before.
I think most phones are they're water resistant up to like an atmosphere, which is like 10 feet, I think.
Yeah,
maybe that might be 12. It might be 12 feet, I think, before the atmosphere.
It varies. It varies from phone type to phone type. But
right,
if you ever see them pop your screen off or your back off, you'll see they use a little sealant that goes around there, and that's a good sealant, and it works real well, and it really holds up nicely. But still, any real depth, it's
yeah. The equivalent is like a 10 or 12 foot deep pool. If you're at the deep end of a pool and you drop your phone into the very bottom of it, you go down and you get it right out and bring it up. And two things: A, it wasn't on or activated, and two, you don't activate it or turn it on right away. You let it sit in the sun and dry out. You're fine.
Yeah, because most of the time, what's going to happen when you drop your phone that's on in the water, your charging port is going to cause it to short. And it's going to knock it out.
Oh,
so
it might turn itself off. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So sometimes it'll just restart and reset, and sometimes you'll have to go in and a lot of times you have to have the battery replaced. Yes, you can replace the battery in any phone. Yeah,
you have to do that.
You can. Yeah, you can. Yeah. So like Jay just said, in the old days, you could just go in and change it, but not today. Oh, no. Well, lithium batteries are dangerous to start off with, so
yeah,
you people don't need to be playing
with
lithium.
When we had the nickel cadmium cell phones, they usually was a wafer thin. It was very thin compared to like the Motorola flip phones. It had like the battery that weighed like 5 pounds, and they had like 3 sizes, and each one was heavier than the last. I mean, you had to take the backing off, but you could buy extra batteries, and I usually had for like my phones back then because they didn't last like the phones do now, where you can have your phone last 2 or 3 days if you're not playing games on it the whole time, or you're not constantly talking on the phone. The phone time is really what kills it, and playing those video games is what kills your battery time. But if it's in your pocket idle, it'll stay awake for 3 days. The old phones with the nickel cadmium batteries, what'd you get, Joe? 10 hours if you're lucky, and you didn't get a lot of phone calls or text messages.
And then charging times out of those batteries were 2 years
overnight, 8 and 10 hours. Yeah.
Well, to charge them up was that long, but I mean the lasting time. So I've got phones in this office laying around that are 7 or 8 years old. Their batteries are still good in them. Before anybody asked you, no, I couldn't use them now. I don't think they're using SIM card compatible
anymore.
But I can use them as internet phones. So I carry phones with me.
Yeah,
but I carry these for a reason.
You use them as a phone, but you can also use them as a tablet. If you don't need the phone necessarily, you can still play games on it and search the internet and buy
like
things.
When I'm doing stuff like my regular phone doesn't have my telephone doesn't have WhatsApp or any of that crap on it. It doesn't have a lot of games or anything. But this one I carry everywhere with me. It's got all of that on it plus. And then I got one more like that I carry for iCar, just iCar UFO business.
I may not be close enough. How is this, Heidi?
What? Who the hell was that?
Oh, she was saying my audio is coming in crackly still. So
it's that's because he's still thinking about coming out of the closet. Just give him time.
Also, I don't have a fancy microphone like Joe does. All I have is the one that's in my computer.
Speaking of that, people, Joe needs 2. We're gonna have to set up some donating pages because we got one of our computers, which it's going. I need to get a new mic too, but one of our computers, it's an 8-core. It's a beautiful computer running 16. I know it's running 32 gigs of RAM. God knows how many terabytes. Whatever was max on it, I think was 9.
Thank you, Heidi.
As much as the board can handle. But anyway, it's no longer Windows compatible. After Windows 10, the processor isn't compatible with Windows 11. So therefore, it's going to have to be retired. And there, or maybe I could put a whatchamacallit operating system on it and donate it to somebody. Yeah, one of the college systems, and you can donate it to somebody. Well, it's a great computer, but it's not going to be used. So I got to replace it though. It's an important part of the network, so it's got to be replaced. I'll probably set up a donation page. I mean, you can go right now and make a donation on anywhere on the website on UPRN, but I'll probably make something official. Stephanie, it's the computers I use right now run between $3,000 and $7,000. They're well, they work hard. Well, in the old days, so when we first started this, right before Katrina, there were 20 in my kitchen in Metairie, Louisiana, which I had a really big kitchen. I even had like a little book, had like a mini library in there where you could share books and UFO and paranormal books and stuff. And anyway, we had 20 computers in there with 4 backups underneath the tables. That's what ran the station, but they were mostly single cores, a couple of dual cores. We even had some that still had Bigfoot drives in them and shit, and 10 gig hard drives. It was a nightmare back then. I mean, running what I do. It's the insanity of the difference of what I do now with the computers. Or the 7 computers in here, the 4 primaries that I use, though. It would take 20 computers back then to do what these 4 computers do. Of course, these are much more expensive computers and much more powerful computers, but I run 24 and 36 cores. I had a 12, but I actually sold it because it was weird. It was how do I explain it? It was like an off-cycle RAM thing. It just had weird issues. I think I gotta get a pop-up block for this one. I think this one caught a little sneezy cold a couple weeks ago. It's been acting a little squirrely every once in a while. But anyway,
well, I was telling you it was probably a hardware conflict, and if you tried using
Windows 11, my Windows 11
where the conflict was.
No, not on this computer. This computer came with Windows 11 Pro.
No, the one I'm talking about the one that was what it was. This, I see. It wasn't the same one that was acting funny then.
No. This computer I'm on right now. This is my personal broadcast computer. It's what's that, Jackie? No, this isn't a real big computer. It's only got I forgot the processors, but it's only got 16 gigs of RAM in, and I think it holds about 8 terabytes. It's a pretty decent audio and pretty decent video because that's what it's for. It's for broadcasting. It's either my last 8 core, but I might have got rid of that, or it's might be a 16. I'd have to go dig it out and look. But I don't really use it for anything but what I'm doing right now. That's what it gets used for. I'll start using it for some website building because I like sitting here. I got a good chair right here, so I like sitting here. But anyway, that's I'm sorry, people, for babbling like that. That's neither nor here, nothing to do with news or anything else. But I would like people to make a donation because anything you can spare helps because money's tight these days in the network. And since I retired, it's even tighter. Anyway, the fall of Putin might have just started.
Where were we going to hit something before break? What was that? I think it was it's on the scroll.
What was it?
The scroll's coming by right now, and it's going to start over. It's one at the top. So here we go.
Security.
There's our website.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, poll favoring GOP.
Yeah, your show description was 590 characters more than the maximum banner would allow. So I needed to cut.
Oh really? Wow, that's like
I had to cut quite a bit out of it.
Yeah, it happens. It's
we didn't do headsets yet, but that wasn't it.
Yeah, no.
We did the 8 months.
We're gonna get into Haggy baby in a minute. But I wanted to get these top 3 off here right quick. The fall of Putin.
Yeah, we were going to do
so. I mean, is he on his way down, way out, way over?
I don't think he's on his way out as president of Russia, but I do think the war is over. He can't afford to extend it any further. And if he doesn't come to an agreement, I'm fully sure that we're going to sell Tomahawk missiles. They're not necessarily the specially tipped ones, that is with nuclear devices.
Oh no.
but they can carry. I think what did you say it was 24.6 pounds of explosives.
Yeah, that's what the warheads are on them currently, and they can go 1,500 miles, which puts 1/3 of Russia.
It puts it in St. Petersburg and Moscow, the two biggest.
Oh yeah,
cities.
yeah. Well, Moscow's well inside of it, but then St. Petersburg is still inside of it. So
it's another Well, St. Petersburg's another like 1,000 kilometers north of it, but it's still within
and the damn
still
things
within range.
They're very very stealthy. Well, and
yes,
most of y'all don't realize it, but they fly below 500 feet. They're flying below the radar.
Okay, yeah. So look, people, the best way to.
Oh, Jay got probed.
Damn it. No, I hit the wrong. I was trying to bring my camera back on. Damn it. Best way to describe how a tomahawk flies across the terrain, because it guides itself along the terrain. If you saw the first Superman movie when Lex Luthor takes control of the two missiles and they start going across the country towards the San Andreas Fault, the other towards New York to kill who was it? What's her name's family? Mrs. His girl, Lex Luthor's girlfriend. Anyway, the missiles that they use, they hover and do this, and they go around, mountains and trees and stuff. That's exactly what the Tomahawk does. It goes directly following the contours of and under any military radar, even mobile radar, cannot find these things. So if he launches just one, Moscow's on fire. They're not going to find it in time.
Oh no, I mean, and they're not going to do it that way anyway. They're going to launch some drones, some other missiles, and then they're just going to sneak this one underneath everything, cruising along, and it cruises pretty good. And it's, before you know it, boom, boom, like Jay said. And they may send 3 or 4. I mean, we've seen what 99 can do from a submarine, which we were all told could never hold more than 15. And then they bumped it to 30. But then Trump said, "Hey, you know what? He's having dinner with Xi Jinping, and he was having I mean, come on, people, this tells you what kind of man this guy is. This is his first time, by the way, guys. So he's having dinner with Xi Jinping, president of the world, second president of the world, I should say. They're eating whatever they're eating, probably McDonald's, knowing Trump, and he pulls up a submarine right off the coast, pops it out of the water, and just unloads 99 cruise missiles. I believe it was Syria. He just unloaded on their ass. And then, ploop, this little submarine went back under. She was gone. And, I imagine she's sitting there going, wow.
And our listed, it was probably an Ohio class, the listed top speed of that nuclear attack boat is 36 knots underwater. It's probably closer to 72 or 80, which is very fast.
Yeah, so go faster than what you think this. I can tell you this, whatever that when you go look up the USS Nimitz and you see the top speed,
it's classified.
It's faster than that. Yeah,
it's classified.
Well, because I got in trouble one time.
Dude.
Well, no, I got in trouble.
The tech specs they give to Janes on almost every boat, every plane, even some of the machine guns we have, almost all of them are incorrect by a few meters.
Well, I'm talking with Stephen Bissett one night about a UFO experience on the Nimitz, and he said something. I said, "Oh no, we were going here because this is our cruising speed," and I didn't think anything about it because at that time the Nimitz was supposed to be being, sold. We were going to tear it down. We were getting ready to decommission it. So I figured, okay, well, no big deal, no harm, no foul. We're decommissioning it. So. Besides, you can bet your ass Russia and China already knew its top speeds were, or what close its top speeds were. Because when you have a reactors pumping away, you don't actually really know what your top speed is. All you know is what can your ship actually handle and how long can it handle it for. How long can your props keep swinging back there from all that power coming out of them. But no, I got censored for it. I got the phone call saying, "Hey, you can't talk about that." I'm like, why? It's being decommissioned. Oh no, it's not being decommissioned anymore. And I was like, what? So then
even if it was being decommissioned, it still probably would be top secret how fast it would be, because they would take away whatever engines gave it that speed.
It's a Nimitz class, which means it was the first. Well, no, actually, the Enterprise was the first, but it was There's no way that people didn't know how fast that shit was, because you could clock it. All you got to do is start a clock watch when it leaves target A and hit stop it when it hits target B. You know how long it took to get there. And when they were doing like battle runs, they were always cruising. I doubt, I can tell you this, people. I was on it when it went faster when its rated speeds are. Yeah.
That mother can move.
I was amazed that some big hunk of steel like that can go that fast. I was like, wow.
So listen to this, audience. This is what a Nimitz class carrier is capable of. I don't remember how many airplanes it carries, but it can. It has now over 6,000 people that are on that ship. It's as big as a city. At least 6 city blocks lengthwise and up and down.
Yeah, it's big.
Something to that effect. Like 6 city blocks. So there's up to 6,000 people operating on this thing. There are multiple different types of aircraft on board. Millions of gallons, I don't know, tens of thousands of gallons of gasoline and munitions. It can keep its complete air umbrella of protection in the air for 3 months straight, non-stop. That means 24/7 airplanes going up and down. And when those planes get rolling on fuel, they change out with new ones. And they fly around for hours keeping that thing. This machine can operate by itself for 3 straight months.
And that's only if we don't have access. That's only if we don't have access to refuelers in air or tenders, because the Navy likes to call in tankers and refuel in air instead of using its own fuel. It likes to keep its fuel in reserve and use, but you can't always get tankers. But most of the time, we got a lot of them these days, and we have a lot of fighter jets to follow them. So, what's that? So Jimmy, real quick. So the F-35 is going to end up being like one of these, like the F-16, going to be just one of these enormous amount of planes we sell. So altogether, I think their new ambition, almost complete sale done, is going to be over 1,000 F-35s going out around the world over the next 2 years. That's insane. The Chinese and Russians must just be crapping themselves.
If we're selling that new plane that quickly to everybody, guess what? We got something way better.
Even
something
the
else
Chinese
is coming way better than that. There is, and
So Xi Jinping wants to know why we don't, because everybody considers the F-22 to be better than the F-35 in all categories, and nobody can understand why we just quit
something
producing.
Better than even that.
Yeah, but still, it's an air
something
superiority
huge
jet.
Coming down the boardwalk, dude.
Christopher, F-22 is so advanced, we will not sell them overseas. So Lockheed got a shitload of orders for this jet. And we said no. Not Lockheed didn't say no. We, the country, said fuck no. The technology is too sensitive. It's too sensitive. So we caught the Navy and even the ASF's doing some things that seemed a little weird. So one of the fighter drones that the Navy developed is so advanced, it scared the Navy and they dumbed it down.
They scrapped it.
Yes. And not just that, they had one of those, what do you call them? The ones that float on air, the big ones.
Hovercraft, yeah. LCACs. Light carrier, air cushion, something like that.
Anyway, these were supposed to be stealthy and be able to carry a large payload. They said it was so.
LCACs are huge things. I mean, they're
huge. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, these aren't supposed to be like that. These are supposed to be different. But regardless, they performed so well that they had to dumb them down. And you have to ask yourself why. Because mainly the people who operate them, haven't caught up yet. They're still a little further. That was one of the problems with the F-22. It was so revolutionary when it came out that pilots were having issues with it. You don't even know these people, but you can fly the F-22 upside down and launch fucking missiles from it backwards. Yeah, there is no plane anywhere that can do that but that one. The plane is and it has a tendency to want to pull or flip sometimes when it's in awkward positions that would give you a better display, because for most planes that would be a death roll. But if an F-22, it's not.
Yeah, it's one of those things someone can also do a flat spin in. Is that what you're saying?
It can flip completely over and fly upside down.
Which means it's almost impossible for it to go into a flat spin.
Well, it probably is, but I mean, this is crazy flying. So it's flying. It flies. It operates just like if it's flying upright, upside down. That's unheard of in any jet.
Oh,
Nobody can even figure out how it does it. And the other problem with that plane
is controlled thrust. The thrust is vector
it's got to be more than that, though. It's got to have some really good AI on board.
I'm just going to say there's probably some computer controls in there as well, but yeah, it can vector the thrust in any direction. So why not?
So on radar, it appears the size of a steely. That's how big it looks like on radar. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?" If you notice it,
it does have visual invisibility allegedly as well.
Yes, well, they don't even talk about that part. And if it's already only looking like a steely, how much do you actually have to make it visible? No, Michael, no. Look, quick, stop. Jay meant so it's reported, and this is also something for the X? Might be for the X and J47, but this is something reported. This is it's like a reflective setup. There's cameras along the hull, and it reflects it, and it makes the plane invisible. So it's got a muffler system on it that makes it quiet. It has reflective, so you can see it. So you can't see it on radar, and you can't visually see it, and you can't hear it. It's a ghost jet flying at Mach 3.
The way the camouflage works is it's got a shield over the heat bloom where the engines are at the back. That's where most of the hot parts are of the jets. So there's a shield around that keeps the heat bloom from coming up on any kind of heat-seeking missiles. The thrust is vectorable, so it can move the thrust in ways where the actual exhaust gases are less detectable. But the invisibility system is a series of it must be LED. So it's a camera and a screen at the same time, and the cameras on the top reflect what's below the craft on the top of the craft. So if you're on top of the craft, you see the terrain below it. If you're below the craft, the cameras there reflect what's above the craft. So you see the clouds, or if there's another plane, you don't see the F-22. That's how it works.
It's sorry, something popped up in my ear right as you were finishing. That was very strange. What's all of that, Dean? These technologies are extremely advanced. And we think about this. The F-22 is 20 years old. Is that what it is? 20 years old? 22 years old?
Something like that. I think it's. Hey, Google, when did the F-22 begin construction?
Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor was introduced on December 15th, 2005.
No, she's not going to work.
20 years old. No, that's cool.
Well, that's when it came, but it was out before. It came before then. I'm going to look up the actual trial time.
Well, the reason I brought it up, Jeffrey, is because it's already 20-plus-year-old jet. No, we got 182 of them, I believe. We stopped production after that, and we took the F-35. I don't know, because there was something at the time the F-22 wasn't compatible to land on an aircraft carrier. Neither was the F-35, but it was easy.
Okay, so the first F-22A and EMD aircraft with tail number 91-4001 was unveiled at Air Force Plant Number 6 in Dobbins Air Force Reserve Base in Marietta on 9 April 1997.
Marietta.
Where it officially became named the Raptor.
That's where Jeffrey lives, Marietta.
But it was unveiled to the U.S. public in 2005. Think about that, people. So it's even older than we thought. It's 35, 40 years old plane.
It's because they do
from development stage to where it is now. It's a 35-year.
But I only count them for when they go into flight. I don't. Once we put them into flight, that's when I count them. As far as all the development stuff and all goes, I'm not really worried about it. I'm worried about when they're ready. I can say, okay, come save my ass.
1997 is when they flew the first one. So that makes it a 35-year-old plane.
So Johnny, the Raptor has it has the Warthog gun on it. Yes. Plus an array of other shit. Plus you can't see it to shoot it.
Actually, I think it has a more efficient, but it is the same.
Well, it's a better gun.
20
I think it's the same caliber, yeah. But it's
20
it
millimeter,
actually
but
is
it's
right.
more
It's
efficient
actually a better
device, yeah.
gun, and it has some kind of recoil thing on it. So this was one of the most badass things I've ever seen. So you see a Raptor, it's cruising, comes by, boom, it's got to be getting close to Mach 2. It opens up the gun, which I was amazed it could even do that. I thought it'd just blow the gun, rip off the plane or some shit. And it just, and right as it first spun, the plane kind of went. It just, you could see it kind of jerked a little bit backwards. That's how much forward pressure that gun was putting. Just cruising, people.
Well, how big is a 20 millimeter round? I mean, they're like that big around, yeah.
Yeah, they're big. I wouldn't want to be in front of it when it went off.
No, I wouldn't want to be behind it.
Oh man, if you're in a plane,
listen, my father was underneath one of them. I mean, the Phalanx is the same caliber, 20 millimeter cannon. It's a Gatling gun, but it's huge, radar controlled. My dad was standing on an aircraft carrier on the deck directly below that weapon when they test fired it, and they didn't send out the warning. And while he was out there having a cigarette, this machine went off. One burst, and it shoots out in the one burst, and that's how fast it is. And it shoots out a football field wide area of lead bullets in that one split second. The report from those bullets flying out of that gun knocked my father backwards 10 feet into the bulkhead and threw his ass to the ground. And you heard his back doing it.
Yeah,
that's how bad those guns are, dude.
They're wicked. I've seen them. I've seen them used for a lot of different things. Well,
you do not want to be standing near one when it goes off. It'll knock you on the ground.
Oh, Raymond, I did see that. So, OJ, you're gonna love this. So, the U.S. Navy is working on a new rail gun. Right, it's a new set of rail guns. It's 10 combined. So it's like, you know how you see like a little rocket launcher. Yeah. So you know how you see a little rocket launcher come up and would have all those little rockets come out of. Well, each one's going to be a rail gun. But they're calling them mini rail guns. So they're going to put one in the front, one in the back. Each one has enough power to penetrate any ship in any fleet right now completely through it. So it's going to be like 10 at a time, and it's just going to upload. Yeah, so it's going to be like, and your ship's going to go, ooh, it's going to be, it's going to be pathetic, man. I don't think it's a point.
I can see the face on the enemy captains. All right, ready, fire. What do you mean we're sinking?
Oh, so Kirby, long time no see. Where you been hiding, man? Callie's, is it LA riots keeping you inside or something? No, I know what you're talking about. So one of the very first tests I ever seen of any railgun that the U.S. Navy was developing was mounted on some old rast-ass carrier. I mean, some big destroyer. Looked like a World War II one. It looked like, you know, where you used to have the big guns. They had mounted one up there. So this thing's sitting there. So they've got ships parked like this, big old World War II ships with steel plating and stuff on them. You know, just
armored ships. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it was like 14, 15, because I've been looking for the test. I haven't been finding it lately. But anyway, it's like 14, 15 ships. And so you see the first one go, and it actually pushed the ship back a little bit when it went. And then you seen it, and it went a little bit high. And when it did, it kind of cut through the top of the first one on an angle, and then kind of plowed through the middle and went up like this. And only went through, it hit about 4 or 5 ships and went through, but it still cut them like just like a hot knife through butter. Just, it's so weird to watch. So then they get it lowered right, and they get it right, and they shoot it again. And when it does, it goes down a little too much, but it gets through about 8 ships and just punches through the last one, blows out a section at the bottom about this big around when they showed the diver pictures. And but still, you know, it's sitting there. So finally they get it worked out, and you see them boom, 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 and you see 3 of the ships just do this. They didn't sink though. They just kind of kinked up, and front and back just kind of went up, and they're just sitting there. But they were going all the way through all the ships. None of the ships were stopping them. They were just going all the way through them like they were butter. So the guy said the problem with that is it may be too efficient. So that they're going so fast that they're punching a hole this big coming in, but they're only punching a hole this big coming out because they're going so fast. They're not getting it big enough. So they're working on the bullet to make it a little tougher and to make it more like a hollow point, I guess is what the guy was trying to explain. So
he said frangible projectile.
But he also said, you know, the way they are right now, you can just take the gun, point it at any ship and start at the top and go and just cut it in half. He said it doesn't matter what. He said could it be aircraft? He said it doesn't matter what it is. He said you just cut it in half. He said and you can't stop them. There's no weapon to use. There's no anti rail gun. There's nothing to stop the bullets from hitting the ship. Once it's launched, it's launched. So they'd have to destroy the gun, and as long as you got protection, that might even be hard to do. The reason they took them off the Zimwall class originally was because the ammo was what $100,000 a round. Might have even been $1 million. It was expensive.
I think it was $1 million a round.
It was expensive, whatever it was. Yes.
But then something happened though. They so they put it on the Zimwall and they put it on 2 other ships, and one of them I think both of them might have been submarines, but now they took them. Then they took them all off, all 3 of them, and then they put them back on. So something changed.
Well, because I did hear that the ammo went down by 2/3. So maybe that's what it is. Well, because they're going to spend a lot of ammo. It's kind of like it's like a weird lead titanium spent uranium bullet that you're going to use a lot of. It's kind of like a machine gun in a way. So it's just going to be. And if you have 2 of them on a ship, I mean, and they can shoot for quite a ways. I mean, they can arc up and come down and even pick up more speed and do more damage coming down. There's no Christopher. There's no chemical anything, no explosive, no propellant,
no case, no gunpowder.
So on
that's
ships,
all electromagnetic, isn't it?
It's all electromagnetic. So for ships, this is very safe ammo to carry. It's not going to explode or do any damage to the ship if it's hit by an incoming bullet or something, an incoming shell. So it's one of the reason Navy's so interested. It's also one of the reasons they're interested in lasers. So they're interested in weapons that can sink a ship quickly, and if their ship gets hit, not destroy the ship. Because when you're carrying tons and tons of ammunition and fuel, you're a giant bomb. Carriers are basically a giant fucking bomb.
Yep.
Now, most people don't realize most of the ammunition and the fuel is in the inner sanctum of an aircraft because it's not out on the edges
and behind the most armored parts of the ship. Yes.
Yeah. So it's harder. It's harder to penetrate. It's not impossible by any means, but it's harder. You mean China's aircraft carrier buster? You know, at first that's because they had these new missiles that went Mach 5 and Mach 6. And they figured as long as they got close to a carrier and put a good warhead on it, they could boom and take out a carrier. But even one of those would have a hard time sinking a carrier. One time you'd have to use a nuke to sink one of our. And if you use a nuke on one of our carriers, you just declared war fucking 3 is what you just did, and all hell's gonna break loose. I'll tell you a little secret. The first days between a war between China and Russia would be China would try to take out strategic targets, and the United States would decide to probably take out 750 million Chinese the first day, just to even the playing field. You can bet your ass on that.
I think we probably would send out our Ghost Fleet and everything we have, every naval asset after their fleet, and immediately take it out.
Well, that's the funny part. So if they struck us, and of course it'd be immediate retaliation, but then NATO would also retaliate.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not. It's just not. Now, of course, now Russia would probably get involved, but you know the combined navies of the United States and Europe are much larger than China and Russia. You know, Russia's poor navy is well, not what it used to be, but.
You give Russia the 1980s arsenal back, their 1980s Navy. Yeah, they could do some damage, but what they have now, what do they have left? 1 Typhoon, maybe 2?
Yeah, so
that new one you showed us?
Yeah, so in the old days, under the Soviet Union, 1 American vessel was good as 5 or 6 Russian vessels. But they had to be because that's how badly they were outnumbered. Today, our ships are way more advanced, but they're only 3 or 4 times better. So they can take a Berkeley class destroyer could probably take on 4 or 5 ships. Well, it might get sank, but it would probably take them with them. Is what I'm saying.
And the Kirov era destroyer, I think they only have one left, if even that much. The bulk of that was their big thing. That was their biggest asset besides their aircraft carriers on the surface. But they still do have the largest submarine. The Typhoon is still the largest. I think it's even bigger than the Seawolf.
But what's going to really happen is the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Air Force and all the NATO and European air forces are going to say, "Oh, you have just fucked up." So there will be air superiority within a day or two, maybe 3. Because China does not have an air force nor the trained kind of pilots to go up against an air force that big. And Russia, Russia's air force is fucked. Ukraine is kicking Russia's air force ass, and they don't even have any airplanes. No, Jimmy, Russia's got great planes and they got great pilots. They just don't have a lot of them.
So, Joe, do you know how many Seawolf class submarines we still have operating?
3.
3. Yes. 3 of them. It's a
Isn't
badass boat. I'd love to get on top of one of them.
But isn't that just sad? 3. What's that, Michael?
Why is that sad?
We do a lot of Navy stuff on the network. Yeah,
they were designed to replace the LA class, which was replaced by the Ohio class. So
well, no, it's just the way.
I'll bet Joe, even you and I, if we were to have to go into the Navy boot camp and take the submarine recognition test, I'll bet you both of us would fail on whether we got the Ohio's and the LA's correct, because they're almost identical.
Yeah, there's some. Well,
there's some very few subtle differences, but you have to know exactly what they are. And in those few differences are going to be what's on the top of the mast. Like, are there 3 periscopes? Are there how many devices are on the top of that mast?
Well, no, guys, we're getting ready to go to break, so you're going to get to hear two. Well, no, I think we're going to do "We Are the World" with Trump. With him out there banging away. Maybe if I remember, we're going to start out with some redneck Star Trek. Some redneck Star Trek.
That's some funny shit. If y'all haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. It's great. Yeah. It's AI, but it's funny.
Yeah. Well, no, it's cool. But anyway, it's just goofy stuff. Yes. Well, it's October. Well, we haven't been doing all that much spooky stuff. Or I usually place a couple of Halloween songs by now. Well, I did squeeze in some Saturn music because I love it. It's funky, wonky music.
What, Chumbawamba, tub thumping?
All kind of stupid stuff. No, Michael, but we're gonna you people out there. We have some weirdos out in the audience tonight. I'm not exactly sure where.
We have some weirdos on the network, sir.
Yes, we do have some of them on the network. I cannot deny that we do have that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. It is 11 p.m. out here in the central part of the country, and I hope everybody's out there. I am in the central Gulf of America before I get in trouble. Jay's up there in Yankee land. Surprised it ain't started snowing on his ass yet.
It's getting cold up here. Yeah. We're getting the willy chilies.
Yes. Down here, well, it may get cold sometime in November for every now and then you get something back to it, but usually it's November. But anyway, on that note, guys, because I'm going to turn y'all over to this lovely redneck Star Trek. Now, this is TOS. We might do TNG, but
do they have a TNG one yet?
Yeah, we might do that one next. But anyway, let me click this on and
don't forget to hit the blow up button. Hit the blow up bar. There you go.
Okay, blow me up, and here we go, guys. Yeehaw!
And like, long well.
This RPG game is crazy. In this game, you'll never know what's ahead of you. It may be a hidden boss.
No kid.
Sector Bubba 9, past the Cracker Barrel Nebula. We're cruising through the stars in a rusted Winnebago. The cards on the porch, wearing flip-flops and Crocs, sipping tea, sweet iced out his warp safe mason jar box. He says engage while lighting his pipe. Riker shirts off, grilling ribs with hype. Wesley runs up, tripwire on his foot. We laugh as he trips and lands face first and
People don't like Wesley, man.
we got Borgs in the barn and Tribbles in the wells. We're redneck trekkers, just warping with pride, with a trailer park, starship, and a possum inside. Warp speed, y'all, get it. Worf's chugging moonshine, wrestling a raccoon, calls it a glorious hunt under the redneck moon. Troy's reading minds at the poker shack, says y'all feeling shame, and we say yeah, but it's fine with Jack. Data's playing banjo, trying to feel the groove. Emotion chip failed, but he's still busting moves. Dr. Crusher's run 'em backwood clinic, cure space scurvy with gravy and a biscuit. He'll set lasers to fried with that chicken on stun. O'Brien's got the grill and Jordy's fixing the bun. Q shows up drunk in a camouflage hat, turns a moonshine jug into a warp capacitator vat. Redneck track ain't holding back. Yours got a shotgun posted at the still. Security alert, some Klingons on the hill. Them boys show up, but they ain't looking for war. They just want cornbread and a jam with the boys next door.
This is the Ironway Military Field Watch. It's one of the best-selling watches of Ironway. I'm going to share 5 reasons why.
Well, I cranked up my warp drive, but the dang thing sputtered out. Flock said spitting duct tape is what it's all about. Trib's in the engine room, cussing at the pipes. He's hollering this warp core runs like a rusty dirt bike. We're star trucking through the galaxy, y'all. Beaming hogs and hound dogs into shuttle bay stalls. Captain Archer's got
gentlemen, clearly LA.
Now Malcolm's got his face, pistol propped up on the bar. He's shooting skeet with photon shells like a honky-tonk star. Mirror Universe shows up looking country club clean. Travis strolls in hauling cornbread and baked beans. We're star trucking through the galaxy, y'all. Fixing transporters with the ranch and chaw. Space the final trail apart, that's where we roam. The redneck enterprise. Long neck beer feels just like
This product has been banned by the Brandon family because it might give U.S. citizens too much of an advantage. Introducing the Baldman.
Hello.
Out past the stars where the maps run thin. Janeway's running on grid and a steel strong grin. She says, do a crew and punch that throttle. Well, I'll drink Borg with a mason jar bottle. 7 and 9's got that icy glare. Individuality will do us in, I swear. Neelix serves supper that'll make you pray. Chakotay Knot says we'll be okay. Red alert, the cubes roll near, but we ain't backing down in fear. Borg Queen's preaching resistance is futile, but she ain't met country folk in style. Resistance is redneck, we ain't going quite what you expect. From the warp core hall to the shuttle deck. Resistance is redneck, we'll fight, we'll drink, we'll keep them in check out.
Beautiful critters, yum.
Out in the stars where the trackers don't go. A space station spins where the beer don't flow. Oh, Brian's out back fixing wolf coal again. Ain't no break for that Irishman. Red alert, what's the fuss this time? Don't y'all see it's deep above the nine? Deep above the nine where the wormhole shines. The only bar in space serving moonshine. Cisco shouting, quartz counting, worth looking mad. O'Brien must suffer, it's just kind of sad. Cardassian neighbors, they ain't too polite. Stealing our cows in the dead of night. Klingons on the porch asking for a fight, but Bubba's got phasers, so they'll be alright. Red alert, grab your shotgun tight. Don't y'all see it's deep Bubba night tonight? Deep Bubba night where the wormhole shines. The only bar in space serving moonshine. Cisco's preaching, Kira's screeching, Dax looking fine. O'Brien must suffer, it's his storyline.
His storyline. Oh, people, I don't know. Sorry, peeps. Oh, what is this?
These people are crazy.
They made me play this, people, whatever this is.
Senator Klobuchar.
Senator Gorbachev.
So, what's it say here?
Amy Klobuchar, Democrat senator of Minnesota.
That's all they ever say.
Loves
is I hate
illegal
Trump.
immigration, climate change, and bottomless margaritas.
No, we're back from the break. We got a couple of these.
And I
weird
understand
things.
that. I mean, I really
understand
do.
it. I really do.
So what else has he done in response to our serious request
He's
to have
made seriously
negotiations?
fun of y'all. I can tell you that much.
He posts a deep fake video.
Deep fake
with
Why do
sombreros
they call it
in
deep
and he
fake?
thinks that's funny. This
I bet
isn't
deep
funny
fake
to the
humor is like
American
a deep
people who are
lie
starting to
that,
get
you
their
know,
premium bills right
What are you
now.
talking about, lady? I was
Bad
laughing
for
my ass
Today
off
it's the
at that
Grim
video.
Reaper with himself in a video that is just again completely he thinks this is funny.
Let's get real. Make that video.
He thinks that people are going to joke about this. I promise you, they're not.
He thinks
Yeah, it is.
people
It's
are
hilarious.
going to joke about this. I promise you, they're not.
Speak for yourself. Yeah, speak for yourself, bitch.
Ever let anybody take your power from you?
Yeah, I'm with Kamala, man.
The same
I'm with Kamala,
that
man.
you did before
Ooh,
November.
I'm with Kamala, yeah.
And you have the same purpose
Kamala.
that you did.
Kamala. Whoa, man. Get that ass thing up on there. There you go. Hey, don't keep your pants, buddy. Be a big boy.
This is the President of the United States during a government shutdown,
Lord.
basically pushing out juvenile things on social media.
He posts a deepfake video.
Hey, y'all started the Taco Man shit, so you can't really say anything, can
He
you?
thinks that people are going to joke about this. I promise you, they're not.
Oh my God.
And he thinks that's funny.
He was right there. It was funny.
One guy said it's like a perfect storm of ugly.
Well, looks like we finally agree on something.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
The woke are literally melting down over this free Trump coin.
Okay,
Starting this month, the 1776.
That's all we got. Okay, that's over with. All right. What?
If all stems from
even
another
know what's on the
shutdown of the
screen.
U.S.
Oh, no, that
government
came up on the
provoked
screen.
by Democrat Senator
Yeah,
Chuck
it's
Schumer
right
and
there.
House
The
Minority Leader
Democrats did it, man.
Hakeem
I was there,
Jeffries,
man.
who
Democrats
decided
did it.
would
I've
be
seen it happen.
a great idea to go to
Dan and
the
I
wall
was there,
over the issue of,
yeah,
yes,
we
I
were
couldn't
delivering
believe this
muffaladas
either,
from New Orleans. And,
giving free
yeah,
taxpayer-funded health
yeah,
care
we were in there
to
giving them
illegal
muffaladas,
migrants. It just never fails to amaze
For
me
lunch. Yeah,
how
they
the
went to muffalada. They
Democrats
ordered down at
managed
Central
to pick
Grocery, and we
such
brought them up there. We flew
winning,
them up. Yeah.
popular issues
Anyway, so,
all the
you know,
time. But
they were
as
talking this
negotiations came to an impasse last week, the Trump social media team
now you want to
fired
muffle
up posting this AI-generated video of Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, which was a little bizarre, but, well, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
No way to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on
so
our
much shit
side
he had to
so
put
they can
AI
vote for us.
generated on it.
And not surprisingly, Democrats who have
And then I
shown such
noticed
a
a lot
great
of the,
sense of humor, well,
the
they make
news
the words
companies also
German
put
Comedy
AI
Festival
generated
sound
on
like a barrel of laughs. They, of course, cried racism. Here was CNN.
I still don't know what's racist about this.
But the flip side of that is that the racism, the sort of privilege that comes with mocking an entire group
right,
of
like
people,
tonight in
right?
New York when the Puerto
Putting a
Rican
sombrero
guy,
on somebody,
hating on the Puerto Rican guy,
has sometimes been used as a stereotype for Latinos. If you do that, it also reveals the privilege that you are sort of sitting in as you do that.
And Hakeem Jeffries himself had a big old whinge about the meme being racist, and he went on TV to talk about it. But guess what? The Trump team did.
It's a disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear bigotry will get you nowhere. We're fighting to protect the healthcare of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault.
Too funny, but when it comes to racism and bigotry, well, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe Hakeem Jeffries ought to look closer to home because in the 1990s, he
negotiations with these leaders, but what message does that send? Is it helpful to post pictures of Leader Jeffries in a sombrero if you're trying to have good faith talks with him?
Look at this.
Oh, I think
smile on
it's
his
funny.
face, man.
The president's joking, and we're having a good time. You can negotiate in good faith while also poking a little bit of fun at some of the absurdities of the Democrats' positions, and even, poking some fun at the absurdity of the Democrats themselves. I mean, I'll tell Hakeem Jeffries right now, I make this solemn promise to you that if you help us reopen the government, the sombrero memes will stop. And I've talked to the President of the United States about that.
The sombrero memes will stop. Now, on the subject of humor, though, it's interesting to note that J.D. Vance has a much better sense.
We got to say we love you, people. It's been a little weird.
That's hilarious.
All this AI stuff. What is it? Oh, and I love the one where he says, "Stop calling me Dollar Store Obama." That shit just cracks me up, man. I'm like, oh shit. Wait, I haven't seen. Wait, Sean Hannity. I haven't seen him in forever.
Hi, I'm JT. And I made Result Hunter, the search engine for conservatives. Let me just tell you what it does. First of all, big tech.
Shut up, dude.
Now, yesterday, the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called out Democrats for their unwavering allegiance to this new radical wing of the Democratic Party. Take a look.
The Democrat Party's main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. That is who the Democrat Party is catering to, not the Trump administration and not the White House and not the Republican Party, who is standing up for law-abiding Americans, not just across the country, but around the world.
Now, these comments prompted this unhinged meltdown from the House Minority Leader, Hakeem Jeffries. Take a look.
We got Caroline Leavitt, who's sick. She's out of control.
What?
And I'm not sure whether she's just demented, ignorant.
Yeah, listen to this.
A stone cold liar, or all of the above. But the notion that an official White House spokesperson would say that the Democratic Party consists of terrorists, violent criminals, and undocumented immigrants, this makes no sense.
She didn't say you were. She never said the Democratic Party was made up of
in the middle of a shutdown.
All right, time now for our White House press briefing with White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
This is awesome.
I just have a funny feeling you might want to respond to all of this.
She is awesome.
I sure would, Sean, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to do so. Look, Hakeem Jeffries is simply lashing out because he knows that I am telling the truth about the modern-day Democrat Party. What I said, and it is a fact, is that the Democrat Party caters more to pro-Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. And let me walk Hakeem through the facts of that statement. When it comes to pro-Hamas terrorists, it was Hakeem's House Democrat caucus that voted against a resolution condemning the October 7th attack on Israel. It was Hakeem Jeffries' Democrat caucus that supported and encouraged the pro-Hamas protests that ravaged college campuses and engaged in illegal harassment of Jewish students across the United States of America under Joe Biden's administration. When it comes to illegal aliens, the American people know the truth about that. The Democrats allowed them to flood our country. Why? Because they view that constituency as their future voters. And when it comes to violent criminals, look at what the Democrats support in terms of crime. Soft on crime policies like cashless bail, like letting violent criminals
I got to go hear this now. I've seen this. Y'all should have never let me on this page.
What's the problem?
I need to see that. I guess ladies.
Gym muscles don't work for real life. Big muscles don't mean big strength, son.
What happens when Hollywood's biggest night show host thinks he can humiliate a guest on live television? It only took 34 seconds of one snarky comment for Jimmy Kimmel to completely destroy his own reputation and prove that some celebrities think they're untouchable. The lights were blazing hot in the studio. Mark Wahlberg walked onto that stage like he owned the place, which, honestly, he should have. The man had just finished promoting his latest action movie, and everyone knew he was there to talk about his craft, his family, and maybe drop a few laughs for the audience. But Jimmy Kimmel had other plans. So Mark, welcome back to the show, Kimmel said, that fake smile plastered across his face like he was doing Mark some kind of favor. I gotta ask, how does it feel being Hollywood's most overpaid tough guy? The audience went quiet. You could hear a pin drop. Mark's jaw tightened, but he kept his cool like the professional he is. Jimmy, I'm here to talk about the movie. The crew worked really hard on this project, But Kimmel wasn't having any of it. He leaned back in that stupid chair of his, acting like he was some kind of comedy king. Oh, come on, Mark. Everyone knows you just show up, flex a little, say a few lines, and walk away with $20 million.
Hey, I wish I
Must
could do
be
that.
nice
I'd be
living
happy.
that easy life. Mark's
Yeah,
eyes
that'd be
narrowed.
good for me,
This
man.
wasn't
I'd
playful
go for
banter
that.
anymore.
I'd be what you
This was a
jealous or
direct
something?
attack. Easy life? You want to talk about easy? Try getting up at 4 in the morning every day, training for months, doing your own stunts while some people sit behind a desk making jokes about other people's work. The temperature in that room just shot up 10 degrees. Kimmel's face changed. He wasn't expecting Mark to fire back like that. Whoa, whoa, somebody's getting a little defensive, Kimmel said, trying to play it off like he was still in control. I'm just saying, some of us had to work our way up the hard way.
I think
Not everyone gets handed movie roles because they have nice muscles. That was it. That was the moment Jimmy Kimmel crossed a line he should never have crossed. Mark sat forward in his chair, and you could see the fire building in his eyes.
Oh, Sean's girlfriend, we got to play.
I can't believe Trump posted this. No way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of
How
our
many times do you
trans
think this has been transferred
Not even
over?
black
and
people
shared?
want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too.
Absolutely hilarious. Disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault.
Trump is the funniest president.
Okay, that's ugly. It's scary looking.
I can't believe the president of the United States posts memes.
Don't cop out through a racist and fake AI video. When I'm back in the Oval Office, say it to my face.
I don't think he's getting an invite back to the Oval Office. Oh no.
There you go.
And these are so fun to watch.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's do the Macarena with these people. Oh shit, look at this. They're He's evil, dude. Oh, yeah, there you go.
They all want me, they can't have me, so they all come and dance beside me. Move with me, chill with me.
Oh man, Trump is just roasting everybody. Beautiful.
I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around.
No, Sam, what a fraud. Absolutely love it. I don't want this meme to stop ever.
Okay, esto es mucho simple. El Democrat Party es mucho retardo, okay? Mucho retardo. Especially el Hakimo Jeffries y el Chucko Schumer. They are extra retardo. So El Presidente and I cannot negotiate with these Democrat retardos.
Awesome.
It's imposibly. Mucho imposibly. Gracias, amigos. Oh, and make sure you El voto for LJD Vanso in El 2028.
Mucho retardo, mucho retardo.
Oh shit. did.
Can't believe he did this. Oh.
That was a Colt
I saw some
45
Republican
commercial.
members of Congress saying, oh, well, if we have this shutdown, it's because of AOC. Well, if that's the case, my office is open and you are free to walk in and negotiate with me directly. Because what I'm not going to do is tolerate 4 million uninsured Americans because Donald Trump decided one day that he wants to just make sure that kids are dying because they don't have access to insurance. And
what is he saying? A bunch of nonsense, if you ask me.
Hey there, it's Joe Biden's auto pen. They call me Speedy. But let's face it, signing papers isn't exactly a thrill ride. I'm here to make things official, but I've got a question for you. Who wants a pardon? You get a pardon. You get a pardon. That's right. Y'all get a pardon. So, who's ready to start fresh? Let's do this.
I miss Joe Biden. Said no one ever. 1, 2, 3. ¡Ay, ay, ay! Gracias a Chuck.
Oh, some nice flamenco.
No hay paycheck. ¡Órale, mi gente! Government vacaciones. Se cayó la Casa Blanca. The doors are all locked down. Gracias a los demócratas. No money goes. Señor presidente, no tenemos dinero, pero we still got cerveza. Blah, blah, blah.
Go ahead and ask the second question.
So the president's been posting some images of Leader Jeffries and Senator Schumer.
I saw
recently. You've said that you're interested in good faith negotiations with these leaders, but what message does that send? Is it helpful to post pictures of Leader Jeffries in a sombrero if you're trying to have good faith talks with him?
Oh, I think it's funny. The president's joking, and we're having a good time. You can negotiate in good faith while also poking a little bit of fun at some of the absurdities of the Democrats' positions, and even, poking some fun at the absurdity of the Democrats themselves. I mean, I'll tell Hakeem Jeffries right now, I make this solemn promise to you that if you help us reopen the government, the sombrero memes will stop. And I've talked to the President of the United States about that.
I agree with the defense. That was pretty funny. Boom!
Are you not entertained?
I am entertained.
It's Terminator Trump, man.
What a great
Who's he terminating here, man?
Our governor's a clown.
That was looking down earlier.
Why is it always the mamas and the papas that you should say? California clean.
California freedom gets closer every day. Steal it from us for years. Still waiting on that
freight train. Yearly drops with record rain. Runs to the sea and down the drain. Profit and chaos they control. Cartels in China they obey. California freedom gets closer every day.
Beautiful. Free California, please.
I'm not sure what that list is.
Wow. Terminator Obama.
Have very large differences on health care.
During the fight over the government shutdown, something beautiful happened. A special moment where Trump even used his X account to show the world this.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit.
Anyway,
Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all...
Okay, I think that's enough of that. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. That was an unusually long, weird, kind of effed up break there. It's all Jay's fault. We're blaming it on Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really, people. No, really. Anyway, welcome back. Yes, it was strange, weird stuff to watch there. Well, you know, when you're watching this in a rerun, you can always go fast forward and say, "Well, I don't want to see that weird stuff." Well, there's a lot of good stuff with it.
Let's analyze that Hakeem sombrero meme. The Democrats are all bent out of shape. They think Donald Trump, first of all, engineered this thing. No, Donald Trump's not that clever. Donald Trump is a billionaire. Donald Trump has a team of people that know how to make AI videos. He pays them to do this stuff. And then he says yes or no and throws it up on social media. So, okay, is he responsible for it? Yes. Is he making fun of Mexicans? No. He's making fun of Hakeem, who is a supporter of a bill to essentially give free health care to people who are not citizens of the United States using our money. Fuck you, Hakeem.
Yeah.
No.
You have my money,
No.
Hakeem. You have your own damn money, man. I mean,
Yeah,
fuck.
you're a bill. He's, you know, if the Democrats want to give these people health care, most of the Democrats are very wealthy people. Why don't they pay for it out of their own goddamn pocket? Screw you, people. Why? Why should I work hard for my taxes to go to someone else, not me, not to benefit me? Bullshit. It's bullshit.
They get enough of our money as it is. But really, truly, there should be no federal income tax. It wasn't in the beginning, and there shouldn't be now.
It was
Trump wants to
instituted
get
in
rid of it.
1941 in order to operate the war machine against the Nazis and the Imperial Japanese Navy. And it worked. But the U.S. government got fat and they got greedy off of it, and they decided to keep it going illegally, unconstitutionally, until they retroactively made it legal. And guess whose idea this was? Guess who did it? The Democrats, because they were in control when this happened, and they made the income tax retroactively legal so that we couldn't, as a citizenship, come back and bite them in the ass for it and say, well, what about all the money you took from us?
You baby ass
1,000 years ago.
People. We ain't playing now.
Yeah. The gloves are off, as it were. Bring it on, Dems.
No, there's a lot of controversy out there. It's just the Dem party just seems to be.
I mean, what about the stuff? I know. What I can't know. I don't remember the guy's name. He was just on the news this week, and he's rattling off, $5 billion to bring condoms to some country no one's ever heard of.
Give
There's
me $10 million,
$1.5 million to study, how rats fart in some desert in Africa. Who gives a fuck? And why are we paying for that?
Send the money to me. I can put it to good use.
Right? Yeah. Drop $1.5 million on me. I know exactly where it will go. Right where it will go.
It's well, oh no, Denise. If right now you just go to the website, uprandtalkradio.com. Yeah. Well, I figure I probably have 6 or 7 months if I have to replace it. Well, they're going to stop updating Windows 10 this month, but generally you can get. I mean, a lot of times you can go years, but I'm not. Since we have so much data, I don't like leaving those kind of risk in the system. Yeah, that could be a nasty boo-boos, but that could be.
What is it? 20? Is there all 28 years of data are on that?
No, well, no, I actually have. Okay, well, I have a couple of backup hard drives that have mostly all have copies of everything I have, and then there's some stuff I store online through other servers, but it's that one right there is connected to 9 terabytes of data.
Wow.
It's a lot of data. So, well, no, Jack, it's a lot of data, my friend. Yeah, it's a lot. And that's not all I have. That's just what's connected to that. There's another computer that has more. Well, it has a little bit more than that, actually. Well, I retired a computer just recently for the same reason I got to retire this one. It was a 6-core because the processor chip isn't going to be compatible with Windows 11, even though it runs great. It's not going to be compatible with Windows 11. I thought about doing something like, oh hell, now I can't think of it. It's not coming to my brain, but the systems you get like Unix stuff you used to get in college. They got some Windows systems like that are those type of systems, but I don't even know what they're compatible with. And since it's radio station business, it really needs to be compatible with what we're doing. If you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. Yeah, because it's the system is like, because everything needs to be compatible. Everything has to work together. And what happens is it's not us, it's the other companies. They go, okay, you got to have this standard, this standard, this standard, this standard. And then all of a sudden you'll only be able to use Windows 11. Once they drop security for 10, you'll only be able to use Windows 11 or Apple, or I can't think of the other one right now, but
well, yeah, and like you said, those security certificates are only going to last 6 months if you're lucky.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's going to be what it is. Well, we have to stay up. So these other computers all have Windows 11 on them, so it's not a big issue with them. So they do their regular updates and stuff like that. But the one we're talking about right now, which is a primary outbound radio server that hosts a bunch of radio stations for us, or I should say channels for us. Yeah, it's where other people who host us around the world pick up their link from, off of Winamp or one of the other things we have. That's why they pick it up, and it's on that server. So yes, it has to be replaced. And it's not something that can be added to another server because there's a lot of them. Yeah, so well, it's primary stuff that goes out to around the world. Different.
It's not easy running a national or not global, rather, radio network, is it?
Well, Frank, we cheat some because, like our 200 archive sites, they all go out to different countries on their own. And a lot of those countries are overlapping, but some of them are not. Because originally, SoundCloud came from a Scandinavian country. So originally, when we got up there, we linked up with all those countries up in those areas, which we didn't have access to before because none of our other servers went up there. And then they expanded into Europe and then into the United States. So they helped us get access to that. But a lot of the other ones, like oh no, we don't carry Live 365 anymore. Well, no, we had them forever, and then they went bankrupt. cost us some advertisement money, and then they came back with these weird fees and weird. So we said no, that's okay, thank you. We still do have one feed on. I know what you're talking about, Podbean. Yeah, we still have one over there. Well, they limit our space. They tell us it's unlimited, and then all of a sudden they say, "Oh, it's unlimited." Then, like the last week of the month, they'll tell us, "Oh,
yeah, we're gonna cut your bandwidth down because you're using
you're out of space, man." Yeah, you know, man, it's fair usage. Bullshit. It's not fair. Don't tell people it's unlimited if it's not.
Yeah,
I should have sued them over it because they cost me money several times. And but hey, it's what it is. No, we had a decent fan base over there.
Yeah, but also don't forget, we now have the sham of free Wi-Fi from Elon/Drax. It's the perfect ploy for a living dictator to move his society to Mars first, and then sterilize Earth, and then come back and repopulate it with his people.
So let me think. 20 years from now, little X will be like 25 or something, and he'll take over. He'll be the real Drax, because by then his dad will be in his dad will only be in his mid-70s. No, I think he'll be in his mid-70s.
70s, yeah, whatever. Yeah,
I think Elon's in his mid-50s. I could be wrong, but I think he is.
Hey, Google, how old is Elon Musk?
54 years old.
54.
Yeah, mid-50s. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh, shut up, bitch. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Damn. Snap that bitch's head off. And I can't even tell Alexa that now. She get all sassy with you and stuff. I will send the robot killers to your house. Wait, what? What you can do? What? Yeah. So shut up, Joe. Oh wait. Oh yes, ma'am. Okay. That's all I want is a husband beating Alexa. These should be
Alexa in a wife beater, actually a husband beater.
Just I know what you're talking about, but right now Donald Trump. So I've been using this to beat up on my liberal friends a lot, which is kind of mean on my part, but fuck them. It's well, if they wouldn't whine, I wouldn't do it. I just get tired of the.
Well, and also we were talking about this pre-show. In a couple of weeks, people, we will be reopening the last hour poll segment, because it will be almost in about 2 weeks. In a couple of days, it'll be exactly 1 year until election.
We will be back in polling territories and getting ready. Right now, it's okay. So if you're a Democrat right now, your current. And I'm gonna give you the good one and not the real one. You got good facts and real facts. I'm gonna give you the good facts. You're polling about 18% nationwide on can you lead the country. Of course, that means 82% of the country thinks you can. In your own party, you're polling about 28 to 30% think you can. 70% in your own party think you can. On top of that, you're trying to get 3 communist socialists elected to mayors in different states in your union.
Oh, did you see the Mamdani, Cuomo, and I don't know the middle guy's name, debate tonight?
No, I didn't see it. What? So how did it go? I meant to ask.
Well, some of the analysts are saying the guy in the middle. So it was Cuomo, the dude in the middle, I don't know his name, and then Mamdani. And most of the analysts are saying the guy in the middle pretty much won the not the election, but won the debate. But he said that the whole thing overall that was moderated incorrectly. They asked stupid questions. One of the stupid questions was, "Have you ever been to a dispensary and did you buy anything? And then what did you buy?" Well, who gives a shit? It's legal in New York. But Mamdani was stupid enough to go with his stupid smile. Yes, I have. I bought some weed. What an idiot.
Well, he likes to smoke his marijuana, man.
No, what he should have done if he wants to win the election, I think he's gonna start losing points after these things, because he looks like a smiling. He looks like a Middle East smiling Kamala Harris in drag.
Oh shit!
But it just look.
rough there,
If something, if they ask that kind of question in a moderated, debate, you don't answer it. You say, look, that's not a discussion for this debate here. We're trying to discuss our platforms. That's not on my platform. Marijuana is already legal in this state, so I'm not going to answer that. What I will answer is, this is my policy on weed. Bam. That's what he should have did. He didn't do that. He made it a fucking joke, and he is a joke. And I think New York is going to suffer hard if this fool wins. And right now he's 52%.
Yeah, he's
actually in some of the polls he's 57. So I mean, depending on where you go, he's up well above. I mean, 20-30 points above anyone else.
He's can tell he's the winner.
I think he's going to win. I think he's going to pull. I think he's going to carry the election. I think it's going to be an overwhelming.
Well, I will tell you this, New York. Please elect this guy, okay? Because that's going to do a lot of good for the South. Because with the new
makes New York a much bigger target.
Texas, well, no, but with the new stock market in Texas, that will give a lot of the people in Wall Street a place to go when they start to leave. Because remember, he said he's going to unfairly tax rich people. So rich people are going to leave and go to the South. Rich people, remember this. Don't bring your stupid voting habits down here, because that's what's going to get you in this trouble in the first place. Leave them in
and they have guns down south, people. So you be careful about that. You big dummies.
They're not.
Well,
Jeffrey, you're right. They're not big on idiots. I have to agree with that.
Do you think this could be, if he wins, if Mamdani wins, do you think this could be the beginning of the downfall of the entire state?
Well, Hochul's going to back him, so that doesn't help matters much. And then
I think she's going to run for Senate or something coming up.
No, she can run for governor one more time.
Oh, can she? Okay, all right. I wasn't sure.
So she's going to run for governor.
Well,
wait, you know what? I don't know. She took
her
over
and Mamdani combined. Yeah, that's the state going down. I mean, I don't see that going well at all for anyone in the state of New York. You hear that, Michael? If you're watching us, I got a room. Move on down here, buddy.
It's well, some of the ideas that Mamdani has is I don't know. Taxing rich is going to be bad enough, but and
so
they're going
did
to
you
fight
hear
that
his
hard.
policy on getting the free buses?
No,
So he's going to tax the 1% elite of New York. That was his exact words. 1% elite. He's going to tax them 1%. He said that'll bring in $4 billion. Then he said he's going to tax something else. I think it was businesses. I don't remember what the other one was. And he said he's going to tax them 2%, and that will bring in $5 billion. And that would essentially, that $9 billion free bus service for the entire city of New York.
Wait, say that again.
He's going to tax the upper 1% of the rich people in New York City, a 1% income tax, to fund it. He says that'll bring in He says that will bring in $4 million. I don't know where he's getting his numbers from, but that's what he says. And then some other organization or group of people he targeted with a 2% sales tax, and that would bring in an additional $5 billion, making a total of $9 billion. You can round it up to $10 billion to fund free bus service for citizens or anyone in New York City, really, for that matter. You don't have to be a citizen, just free bus, period.
Well, free buses are cool.
But I don't think you can do it. I mean, they're not free in DC. They're not free in London. They're not free anywhere else on the planet, for fuck's sake. Pardon my French.
No, there's a couple of countries where you can catch a free bus, but it's
those are socialist republics. Those are socialist countries, though, aren't they, Joe?
I don't know. We'd have to look.
And
probably actually we would really truly. I was thinking about that. I do remember in the late 90s and early 2000s they had some, but I'm not 100% sure today if they do or not. I think we'd have to probably research that and find out, because
hey, Google, are there any countries that have free bus services within their cities?
On the website fromers.com, they say, in 2020, Luxembourg declared all public transportation free, regardless of your citizenship or where you're staying.
That's cool.
You don't even need to get a ticket. You can just hop on any train, tram, and bus as you wish.
Oh, that's really cool.
Luxembourg. Yeah. Okay. So that country is about the size of.
Sure about the answer to your specific
Hey, Google, shut up. Luxembourg is roughly about the size of, I think, New York City. Hey, Google, how large is New York City compared to Luxembourg?
She told her to shut up.
I didn't understand.
Hey, Google, how large is the city?
Y'all see that guy Google to fuck off.
1.73 square kilometers. On the website bdl.fk,
Hey, Google,
they say,
what is the square kilometers of New York City?
here is some information from the web that might possibly help. According to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, with an estimated population in July 2024 of 8,478,072, distributed over 300.46 square miles, the city is the most densely populated major city in the United States.
And larger than the entire country of Luxembourg.
It's
so a country the size of Luxembourg, which is smaller than the city of New York, has free public transit. I don't think it's going to work for the city of New York. New York does not have enough resources to pull in. There's 9 million people live in the city. Another 9 million people commute into the city every day. That's not just Monday through Friday. That's every day, Sunday through Sunday, to work. Meaning during the day, or working hours, let's say 9 to 8, normal regular working hours, that city has 18 million people in it.
Oh no, but she's going to use some of that profit from them free grocery stores to pay for that.
How the hell are you going to provide free bus service, clean bus service, regular, on-time, reliable bus service to 18 million people? You can't.
Well, no, because it's not that many people. It's going to be because a lot of the people drive and a lot of the people aren't going anywhere. So it's probably more like 6 million. But
let's say for whatever reason, though, what if everybody stopped using their cars and decided if the entire city, if just the 9 million citizens alone of New York City decided to stop using their cars, then not all 9 million of them have cars.
I'm not taking my kid on no nasty New York subway. You can get that fucking shit.
But think about it, though. If the entire city decided to use public transit all at once, when it's now free, I guarantee you they can't handle the overload.
But that's any city in the world. That's because that's not going to happen. Usually, you probably got New York's probably got more people taking the subways and trains than most cities do. But still, I bet you it can't be more than half, maybe a third.
Think about this as a protest, though. What if enough people protest, and as protests, they get on the subway system during rush hour morning to overload the transit systems? It would cause a lot of people to be late for work and or miss it, and it would be a huge impact on economy and the city. A free bus system for New York City is a ridiculous idea.
Well, in New Orleans, if you're like on EBT or something, they give you free bus passes, so you don't have to pay for it.
WIC, women, infant, child care services, SNAP services, and other such benefits do that. But that's especially only for when they don't have access to a vehicle. Especially they're gonna have to work. They have to get. You're not going to walk to your work in most cases, unless you live in the deep city and your work is directly across the street or 2 blocks up or 2 blocks left. You must have some sort of transportation, so they have to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of check out. The whole country is in a mood. But right now, so we get ready to go into the holiday season. We got Halloween coming up in 14 days, and Christmas I think is 65 days. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Christmas is 65.
Yeah, I had all those calendars up, the countdowns, but my computer did a update and all the windows closed, so I'll have to get them up again for the next show.
Yeah, usually pretty good about knowing the holidays. The only one I don't know is Thanksgiving because I don't really pay that much attention to it. Because all we're gonna do is sit around and eat and get fatter than we already are. Yeah, let's eat, man. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Hey, as long as mashed potatoes and turkey are involved, I'm in.
It's
Don't ask me to say what I'm thankful for.
Trinity. Generally, we do a traditional holiday and a non-traditional holiday. So either Christmas or New Year's, one will be just turkey and all the stuff that goes along with it, 10 or 12 sides that go along with it, Or, well, it depends. It depends how many people are going to be in the house. If the whole big ass Wappen family is going to be here, it's going to be 10 or 12 sides. If it's just going to be us, it's going to be probably about 6. But we like to do a non-traditional, which may be a lobster or steak or a combination.
Ooh.
Or something along those lines. Yeah,
What
usually
time's dinner? I'll be there with bells on.
Yeah, so I mean, that's usually what we do. It's well, even though the steaks are more expensive, it's when you're only cooking. So to cook a turkey for like 4 of us, and the whole 9 yards down here right now, run you about $150, $160 for that. I can go and buy a rack of ribeyes and get 14 2-inch ribeyes out of them. 1 pound.
But how long does and how hard and how long does it take you to scoop a couple of lobsters out of the bayou on your pirogue?
Actually, I don't. I got a friend. Actually, I have a friend of mine sends me some. So it's I just.
You ever heard of or had those blue lobsters?
I've never eaten one. I've seen them before. That I don't know. I want to eat one. It's probably a Fukushima lobster.
No, there's an actual it's
no,
like
I know it's a real thing, but I've seen them before.
But a beautiful creature. I don't know
why. Anytime I think of, I instantly think Fukushima.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, if you pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of times people are too either busy with their life or flipping through the phone or whatever. There have been buku callbacks of all kind of shit. You name it, from eggs to spinach and to everything in between, sausage, hot dogs. I mean, they're calling shit back all over the place. The food just, the amount of food that being called back is insane.
Well, I think the problem is the way we've been eating highly processed food for generations, since at least the 60s. In the late 70s, early 80s, I don't remember if you remember this, maybe mid 80s, they had a call back on peanut butter and a warning that peanut butter was causing cancer in laboratory animals. And it's like, why are you feeding laboratory animals peanut butter anyway? But it seems like it doesn't matter. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow they come out with a study, pizza causes cancer.
Well, I'm sure it's because something in pizza probably does cause cancer.
Or something you put on top of it, yeah.
The carcinogens from when you burn the bottom a little bit,
Especially in a wood-fired pizza oven. You're getting, nasty carbon monoxide from that fire.
And you're getting all them carcinogens from the ash.
Yeah, exactly right. But wood-fired pizza is mighty delicious.
So the current polls I've been looking at have the Republicans winning the fight.
Ooh.
Now, this is what's so funny about this. And this also tells you how moody this is. So when it started, it was definitely Democrats had the momentum. And it kept going, and then it slowly started shifting. And them stupid videos, believe it or not, have helped out quite a bit because people are now laughing their ass off at the Democrats. But then the Democrats say stupid stuff. And this bothers me. So this is the thing. Okay. So we're gonna say 1 week before we're gonna shut down the government, we say, okay, we're gonna negotiate healthcare. Okay, it took 2 years to negotiate Obamacare. Every time we do a subsidy to this or add something or change a rule, it takes 6 or 7 months. So how in the fuck did you think in 1 week we were going to be able to do this? So you were just going to force the Republicans in to giving you what they want so they could open the... No, they're not going to do that. First off, they're not going to get rid of that section in the bill on the big, beautiful bill you want. They've already said they're not going to do that. They're just not going to. And there's no way they can negotiate. So if you want to negotiate for healthcare while the country is closed, we're talking 6 months. It'll be summer, or at least late spring before the country's open back up again.
Yeah.
And by then, it really will start hurting people.
I mean, if it hasn't already, I think it's already beginning to impact people.
It's
I mean, I would suspect by next week, the second week from now, at the outset, you're going to start hearing stories in all the news media about people who aren't getting their SNAP benefits, aren't getting their unemployment benefits, they aren't getting their state-funded health insurance benefits. They're not getting anything because of these Democrats fighting for people who are not citizens of our country. And that is a direct violation of the oaths of their offices, and they should all be removed from said offices and replaced with other Democrats who will fight to get the government going for the U.S. citizens and fuck all else.
Let's see. So, yeah, see, they gave out October SNAP benefits. And they're not sure if November will be impeded or not.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be an impediment coming.
It's well, I kind of figured October was going to get through because the shutdown started.
They had the funds, but the funds are going to run out very, very soon.
Yeah, because it started October 1st. Jeff, there's no guarantee that if you're on it, you're going to get it in November. Well, the president said the other day he had it funded, so all we can do is wait and see. But you see, this is the thing about when you hear the president said, till you hear it come out of Big Boy's mouth, just take it as an okay, maybe. Mish, how you doing, sweetie? It's no, I would take it as a maybe. Yes. I haven't checked Bitcoin since we got on air, but last time I looked at it was 106,000. Jay, ask Google what BTC is right now.
Hey, Google, what is Bitcoin worth right now?
On the website kraken.com, they say, Bitcoin price today. Bitcoin price today is $106,639.
Still the same.
In the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's price moved minus 1.33%.
So I lost 100,000.
Yeah, so in the last 3 days, it's cost me, well, more than I want to admit to.
All right.
That's a dangerous.
Hey, Google, stop.
Bitch.
Sure.
Why don't we come up? She is sassy, man. These AIs are getting bad. Y'all don't think they're going to try to take over in 100 years? Get the break. It might even be 100.
How about next year?
Sorry,
Hey, Google, stop.
She wants to get on air. She says, "Joe, that's right. He's doing his radio show. Let's go get on the radio with him."
He's listening too much. That's the problem.
Well, I noticed since they changed Alexa, she listens for at least a minute after you say something to her. That's aggravating. Because if you're talking to somebody else in the room, she thinks you're talking to her. I'm like, "No, shut up. Just stop."
Yeah. Same with Google.
Yeah. Well, no, they're trying to make them more efficient, Jack. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, Chat GDP is going to allow. I'm pretty sure they were already allowing it, but since they were, I think they're going to make it official now. You'll be able to get Chat GDP so you can do porn.
What? That can't be a good thing.
So let's see how that's going to work out for everybody.
Yeah, I don't see that being. I can see that becoming, instead of the National Geographics with the naked African tribes that we had to steal away from our parents in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I think that's what that's going to be. If the kids are going to get into Chat GPT and make their own porn movies and get in all kinds of trouble with it. You watch.
I remember somebody in the house had a stack of Playboys. Penthouse was better, but still. Stephanie, what do you mean? Oh, you mean what did I mean? Technically, Playboy was classier than Penthouse. Penthouse is a little more
triple X rated.
Yeah, it just showed.
Playboy is R easily.
There was nothing like Hustler now. Hustler was, ooh, man.
Yeah,
Hustler
both Hustler and Penthouse, very triple X.
Who told you I went to the Playboy Mansion? No, I worked at the restaurant. Yeah, in New Orleans. I don't know who told you that. Somebody was smoking crack or something. You mean right when I got his name, you'd had to drag me out of there. Oh, yeah. Kicking and screaming the whole way. Well, no, back then I was like, shh, I looked like the Hulk. Yeah, what's part of being in the service? When you get your MOS and then you get your career going and everything, it's easy to get fat and sassy if you're not doing anything physical, but people working on the deck, they're usually in pretty good shape. Not always, but most of them are in pretty decent shape. Well, it's a dangerous ass job. You want to be quick. You lose a finger, lose a head, lose a toe. They've kind of changed the way they do the catapults now, so it's not as easy to get hurt.
They have different catapults now, though, don't they?
Well, the new ships got the air driven ones, but
old style was steam driven.
Yeah. And they got new ways. They got they have these little vehicle things they use to set the cables now, to catch the arresting cables to catch the planes, which is kind of cool. They didn't have them when we were there. Three people have to grab it and walk it down so you could click it into place. Well, they have little
and if you're in the wrong place when that cable pops when the plane comes down, it'll cut you in half.
So we would pull them out to a certain point, and then the thing would grab them and stretch them, and then it would hold them so the plane would get it. They didn't want them too loose because it would damage the jet. It could cause all kind of problems. You want everything to be kind of tight. Well, let me tell you what. As soon as the plane gets even close to the deck, the pilot just shuts everything down, throws everything into reverse. All the flaps go up, everything goes up, engines turn. It's like, and it comes to a really quick stop. Oh, I scared myself a couple times. Oh yeah, I was on a deck. I was standing on the side of the conning tower, and this one guy comes in. He comes down, a plane slaps down, and I'm maybe like 8 feet away. Oh no, it wasn't his fault. It was mine. I was in the wrong place. Well, we have these red line things all over the deck, and anyway, everything's color coded so you know where you're at all times. I just wasn't paying attention.
Well, don't you also? Everyone wears a different color-coded vest. You got red, yellow, and green. What are those?
Yeah, generally, everybody's t-shirts are different colors and everything, and well, that's because it makes it's easy to identify who's doing what, and we stay out of each other's way.
Well, so do you know the origin of the green? Well, most people think it's yellow, but the original color for the captain's shirt was green, red, and blue shirts in Star Trek.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from, but yeah, I remember it.
Well, Gene Roddenberry spent some time on carriers in World War II, and they had those color codings back then, and then later on in the 50s. So that's where he got the idea. So each department has a different color shirt.
It's yeah. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, you're going to Russia kick Putin's ass. Putin loves you. He loves you. So actually, they're getting ready to meet pretty soon. The two of them, or the three of them, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
wasn't the Ukrainian guy here today?
It might be 2-2-on-2s. I'm not sure they're going to do one with all three, but hopefully they all get together.
Well, we can only hope for love, peace, love, and light. I guess is what we should hope for. No, Jacqueline. All teasing aside, it does look. What the hell was that? Sorry, my phone's acting like a you know what. There's a lot going on in Russia, and Putin. There's a lot of rumors that Putin doesn't have the control he used to have. Number one, their economy is not the war economy that it was. It's having issues. Well, you know, when you spend money like it's going out your butthole. Sometimes it's hard to maintain.
Yeah, that's probably part of it. I mean, how long is this one been going on? 2 years now?
2 years, yeah, a little over 2 years now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, think about all the money they spent, and they're not getting any back. How many people have stopped buying oil and gas from Russia?
And see, that's another thing. They're pushing India to stop buying from them. They're pushing other people to stop buying from them. You know what? I'm glad you said that because that segues me into something I wanted to talk about earlier. So, you know, we got all kind of troops down by Venezuela now. We got 10,000 troops parked in Puerto Rico right now, along with other stuff that we've got going on. So really and truly, it sounds like maybe a mini invasion into Venezuela. So the funny part is the Venezuelan president calls Trump and tells Trump that you know what the hell was that? Sorry guys, some kind of weird thing popped up on my screen. Tells Trump, hey, The hell is that, guys? Why is that doing that? Sorry, this is some weirdness. Okay. Not exactly sure what was going on there, but we'll have to check that. What the hell? Computer stop.
Okay, more pop-ups.
No, it's not pop-up. It's doing something weird. I don't know. It's doing something weird with one of our sites. I'm not exactly sure why it's doing something weird with one of our sites, but it is. SoundCloud's acting kind of strange. Yeah. Well, I had clicked a particular archive to bring up while we were talking, to just so it was sitting there when I got ready to do something a little while, and I looked down, and it was a different archive, and it was uploading itself to somewhere. I have no idea where, by the way. It was just acting very strange. We get weird stuff that happens sometimes. EVPs, we get EVPs too. It's very weird. Actually, what's really weird, when they do EVP shows, we get more EVPs. I never did understand that. It's like whatever out there does EVPs, when they're doing them on the network, you get extra ones. It's like lanyap EVPs. It's strange.
Yeah, I might have picked them up the other day. We got walkie-talkies to use as an intercom in the house, and mine was on. It was on the charger, but I had left it on so that in case someone called on, I could hear it. I heard someone say something, so I went over to where the walkie-talkie was. I picked it up, and before I could answer, a man answered the female voice. The female voice sounded like Diane, so I called. I said hello, and nothing. It was weird. It was very, very weird.
Yeah, so you get that kind of stuff always creeps me out a little bit.
But we are a little bit over the mark, are we not?
Yeah, we're getting ready. Well, for us, technically, we can go anywhere we want. It's technically the show is actually a 4-hour show, but we only usually do.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But no, but it's speaking of, I'm glad you said that. Halloween, I think it's Halloween or night, whenever this show airs, whatever part it airs around us. Don't Whistle at Night's going to follow us that night.
Oh, cool.
And so they can do some spooky wooky stuff after us, people. Yeah, we'll probably make sure we end on midnight, so that way they can take up whatever. I don't know if we're on midnight. You know what? Let me look. I might as well check shit. Let's look right quick, people. It's the 18th for us now, guys. What are you talking about? So yeah, Halloween is on a Friday. Well, I might be partying. Wait a minute now. Whoa, wait a minute. I could be out, chasing ghosts or something. Demons or something. Aliens or something. Something good. I don't know. We'll see. That's in 2 weeks from now. Yes, people. I know it's quick. And then after that, boom. Well, no, boom. It's Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas. Now it's 64 days of Christmas. Yeah, 64 days, people. 64 days. I know that's like
Hope
nothing.
y'all are ready. It's coming up.
That is literally like nothing.
I'll be right back. I gotta hit the men's room.
Yeah, it's literally like no time at all. It is kind of strange, I know. Well, you can always move to Florida. There's always a lot of alien contact going on down there. It's not really like that, though. I mean, they do that in family lines. I'm not sure. I mean, if your family's in that line, then you're probably being taken anyway. You just don't know it. Whoa, where'd that conversation come from? I'm like, what the hell? Where did Joe come with that from? No, somebody had sent me a text. I was just answering it. Well, you act like I make the rules. I don't make the rules. I wish I could tell the aliens what to do. I'd be a trillionaire. I'd be the first trillionaire. I'd say, okay, EG, I need this kind of technology first just to prove that you're real, dude. Because people don't believe that you're real. But how many people listening tonight actually think that the world is ready for advanced contact? Do you think that we want to know extraterrestrials? Do you think our citizens wouldn't worship them as gods? I mean, are we really, really ready to meet ET? I'm just asking because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We love you, ET. ET phone home and stuff like that. In all fairness, no, really, in all fairness, I would think that most humans would want to know the truth, but then I don't really know if they would. I want to say they would, but then religious gets in the way sometimes, and a lot of people don't think there's enough room for God and extraterrestrials, which confuses me, by the way. But for some reason, a lot of people feel that way, so it kind of makes it harder. Oh, welcome back, Ugly.
It's always been a thing I've always wondered about is why are Christians so easy to believe that an invisible being created all that is, but only created us? I mean, why can't they extend that out to the entire universe? That would be the next logical step.
Because the SOBs don't want to
our
share.
God created all of this.
Greedy bastards don't want to share. That's why.
Yeah.
No, Jim. No, we're gonna end in a couple minutes, but no, we are. Well, no, there was a lot of stuff, but I don't want to get into them because it would push us too far over. Well, there's so on any of the places where you see the video put up, there'll be a list of topics. Yes, we got through about half of them, I would say. Some of them really weren't important topics, just filler topics, I guess you could call them. But there are some good stuff about Russia and its finances and where exactly is it? How much longer can it keep financing this particular war? And we didn't get to talk about. I forgot that's something we wanted to talk about when we came back was the stupid bridge. And yeah.
Oh yeah. The bridge to Alaska could be done. The longest, as far as I know, the longest span of anything crossing a waterway like that is the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, and it is a series of tunnels and bridges all linked together. So you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. It's very cool. I've been across it a couple of times, and that's probably the only way it could be done.
It's well, maybe when we go to Mars, we'll find some good evidence for ET, and that'll help to speed it along. I mean, we're trying. Science is trying to come out and say, "Hey, look, this could be extraterrestrial. It may or may not be this, that, or the other thing." Well, because if ET's real, like we talk about, then it's probably already showed itself to everyone it thinks is important. You got to remember, you might think the government's important, but ET may not. They may be like, what do we give a shit about your government for? They're not doing anything for us. They can't stop us from taking your citizens, so bite me. Omnipotent super beings. How are you going to stop them? Are you just going to go in there and tell them, stop, you bad extraterrestrials? Stop, bad people? I'm just curious. I'm not being a smart ass. I'm just.
Yeah, there's nothing we have that can stop them.
That's what I'm saying. As far as I know, there is nothing that can stop them. But we got to go mainly because I'm hungry. These shows always make me so damn hungry, I swear. No, whatever we didn't get tonight, we can always cross over tomorrow. Real quick, I'll do a list. Hold on. Let me find out where there. It's Jay's fault anyway. Actually, we're gonna blame it on Sean just because he's not here.
Yeah.
Or Leah. Let's blame it on Leah.
Yeah, she hasn't been on in a while.
Leah. Leah's been a bad girl, so we need to blame it on. So let's see. What did we talk about tonight? We talked about him and his peace stuff. We talked about Putin. We barely talked about the 10,000 troops being deployed in the Caribbean and the new vessels.
I was going to say something about that. We were just talking about that. Essentially, what is going to happen soon is instead of just attacking their ships in open international waters, we're going to start attacking land targets in Venezuela as a way to topple the current administration.
Well, they sent the CIA down there, and of course, the leader did call Trump, and he did say, I read it again. He did say that he would give up all contact with Russia and China, and start having open and free elections if they don't kill him, I guess, or whatever they're planning on doing with him. So we'll just. But I think Trump told him to F off. So anyway, so 2 illegal immigrant police officers busted in just 3 months. So they're catching policemen that are illegal aliens. Wow,
how does that happen?
That's ballsy, is all I got to say. We didn't actually get to see the person shot at the airport security, but we did watch it. Schumer shrugs off polls favoring GOP and shutdown. We kind of touched on that, but we'll touch a little bit more on polls tomorrow.
Yeah, he's campaigning in front of Epstein's mansion.
I know. What an idiot. Schumer.
He only lives 2 blocks from it.
Putin has new Ukrainian problem. Anyway, it says Putin has new Ukrainian problem, Russian war economy. So that's going to be interesting. Jack, the Epstein thing is just fucking funny. Every time a Democrat says he's got it, I said, well, y'all had it for 4 years. Why didn't you release it? I said, and I said, let's not forget. And they said, well, Trump's holding it. I said, no, it's an Obama judge and a Clinton judge that are holding it. I said, so you need to go talk to them. I said, so you don't try to put this on Trump. This is definitely a Democrat thing. Let's see. Anyway, Putin. We already talked about that. Marked group. This is the one we've seen. Yeah, we've seen this. Yeah, the mass group. We've seen this. What they were trying to intimidate the family. I would have opened the door with the gun and said, "Excuse me, what do you want?"
Yeah.
And then if they'd tried to came in, that would have been
They would have been shot. Yes.
Chinese party. Well, we talked about this too. This is the sweeping general crackdown, getting rid of people in the crackdown amongst them. Some of them might have been given technology in the United States. Some of them may have been spying for us. Some of them may have just not liking the way the communist country is going, because a lot of their generals think that they should not build a war machine because they don't consider the United States to be a threat unless they build a war machine. And they had a couple of generals quoting stuff from World War II. Don't wake the sleeping giant. Leave them alone. Because you don't know what else we have over here. You're fucking around with something that you're just coming out with your 5th generation jet. We're coming out with our 6th.
We did miss the stylist arrested for screaming on support of Charlie Kirk's assassination. So what was that all about?
Wait, say that again.
The stylist was arrested for supporting the death of Charlie Kirk.
she was just screaming all over the place on how it was a good thing and stuff like that. And she got arrested. I guess she was acting like an ass.
Yeah, a Karen.
Yeah, a Karen. Yes, Karen? Yes. Moscow. Oh, and this is the other one. That's the bridge thing again. Moscow demands construction of 70-mile peace bridge. Well, they're gonna have to build some other too.
How can they demand that? We're not at war with them, for one thing.
Well, no, that's what they want. They want a peace bridge. They want a bridge between the 2 big world powers to show that we can be friends and bring stuff in and out of our countries. Yeah, fuck you. Let's see. What is this? Urgent advisory for exotic destinations warns of criminal gangs and violent crime. Okay, we already talked about the BCT being at 106. Gunman ambushes wealthy businessman. We watched that. We didn't get to see this one. Deadly mistake. Pirates attack warship. And that's gotta suck, man. How do you mistake a warship for a cargo ship?
Or a passenger liner? Yeah, I mean, come on.
Now these are pretty serious. Illegal immigrants accused of offering 10,000 bounties to kill ICE agents.
Yeah, they got his ass though.
Yeah. Trump, and we barely touched on this. Something else I want to touch on tomorrow. Trump eyes giving $1,000 to $2,000 dividend checks for Americans. Cash with ultimately come from the $1 trillion tariff revenue. That's what it's already up to. It's already up to $1 trillion. If he just leaves this like it is, by the time he leaves, just that alone will pay for more than half of the deficit. And with the new business coming, he'll actually pay the deficit off before he leaves. The only other president to do that was dirty boy Bill. But we got to go, guys and girls. We're past our time. And like I said, anybody wants to make a donation for the computers, it's uprntalkradio.com. Feel free. You can always send me a pumpkin. I'm looking for a nice sized pumpkin this year. I usually get 2, one for the front door, one for the back door. Keep them demons at bay, man. Them bitches are. I gotta call Michelle every once in a while, tell her to kick them out the house and stuff.
Yeah, which way do the demons come from most? The bayou or the front?
Well, they don't really like crossing moving water, so we don't have to worry about the back as much as the front.
Yeah, there you go.
But and the other funny part about this place is the whole entire ground is inundated with salt water. Every couple of years, we get an intrusion of salt water. So, the demons, that's why they stay in the house. They're like, oh shit, that hurts out there. It burns our little demon feetsies. Anyway, we got to go, guys and girls. I want to thank everyone for tuning into United Public Radio. When's Jeff off officially?
I was just looking at that earlier tonight, but I forgot. I think the last show is
thank you, Heidi.
December 3rd or something like that. Let me see if I can find it.
No, but we're still a ways away. Well, he hosts with Church of Mavis sometimes with Jeffrey.
I gotta find Jeff's. There it is.
What do you mean? Jeff's not a girl.
Jeffrey Pritchett, host of Church of Mavis.
Well, as far as I know, he don't like boys.
Jeff? No, hell no. All right, so let's see. The next 3 shows are the next show is 24th. We're off for Halloween, and then we go the whole month of Thanksgiving, except for Thanksgiving. We're off. The 19th is the last one, and then we return January 8th.
No, they take a holiday break, Jen. Yeah, that's all we were talking about. That's so people know. Yes. Oh, and we didn't get to give any books away. I wanted to give 2 books away.
Oh yeah.
I guess. No, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll give away 4 tomorrow. How's that? So if you didn't get since we didn't get a chance to give away the chat books, the books tonight on News and the Flip Side, we'll give away 4 in the chat tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, it's the Fear book and the Brigade something or other. What's it called?
They're both L. Ron Hubbard titles, right?
Yeah, they're both L. Ron. It's Buckskin Brigades. So I'm not even going to ask. I haven't read that. So Fear is
that an alt Western history?
I don't know. I ain't looking. We'll talk about them tomorrow when we have them in front of us. But Jack, everybody on Messenger tonight, y'all a bunch of weirdo freakos. For all my liberal friends, get a grip. Get some zen.
Heidi's asking what time is Author's Quill tomorrow?
It comes on at its new time, which is 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock Central or 3 o'clock?
Yeah, 3 o'clock Central time. Yeah, because it got moved now that Echo has retired.
Oh.
Yeah, she made like $100 million since she retired.
Wow.
She's just going to travel and do school and stuff like that now.
That's what I would do. Jeez. I'd get multiple doctorals.
Yeah, Denise, uprntalkradio.com. You can make a donation right there. Actually, sometimes, it's funny. Every now and then people just send me a computer. I got a couple of laptops that way. And well, laptops are great, but they're not the same as a desktop. Nah, they're just not the same. But anyway, on that note, we got to go. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to News on the Flip Side of United Public Radio. Of course, if you have any moans, groans, bitches, or complaints, please write to Michelle DeRoche, courtesy of Michelle DeRoche. Yes, and if you can't find her, you can always write to Amelia Pisano. Yes.
Yes.
Rest food porn. And that note, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Do, 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 do.